4. Hip. 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 2, 3, 4. Hip. 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 2, 3, 4. Hip. Column right. Hip. 2, 3, 4. Hip. 2, 3, 4. Squat. Halt. Right face. Corporal, prepare the prisoners for execution. A last cigarette. A last drink. A last letter, perhaps. A farewell to your families. Gonzales, write down the dying words of this vicious criminal. And quickly, the rifles of the firing squad grow impatient.
Dear Mom and Dad, please don't be upset when you read this, but I'm afraid I won't be able to get back in time for school. You see, through a rather odd chain of circumstances, I now find myself more or less stone cold dead in the jungle. Hard-hitting drama you're about to witness is true. Not even the names have been changed to protect the innocent, because in this tale of intrigue and high adventure, everybody's guilty. It all started when my friend Maynard G. Krebs and I decided to take a vacation in the picturesque Latin American republic of Boca Dulce. The trip to our exotic vacation spot was exciting. The country we flew over was magnificent. And Boca Dulce itself was a mess. A horrible, unspeakable, spooky mess. Maynard, the last time I saw anything like this, John Wayne had just abandoned it to the Indians. Oh, how did two nice fellows like... Maynard. Maynard, get over here with the donkey and our baggage.
Hey, Dobe, who's supposed to carry the suitcases and luggage? Me or the donkey?
The donkey, Maynard, and stop acting silly.
That's what I thought.
You see, donkey?
You don't know everything.
Maynard, I'm scared. I've got the feeling that somebody or something's watching us.
Yeah, the donkey.
No, I mean someone strange and mysterious and dangerous.
Hernandez, behold that Americano.
I behold, Guadalupe.
It is to be amazed. Hernandez, you know what to do.
See.
I shall take care of him myself. Good.
Maynard, this is absolutely the ugliest place I've ever seen. Everything about it's ugly, ugly. Hello, beautiful.
Hey, Dobe, you better watch it. You've been out here in the jungle too long if I'm starting to look beautiful to you.
Yeah, Maynard, please. Muchas gracias, Fraulein. I am Dobie Gillis at your service.
Do me the honor to lose yourself, Yankee. Pronto.
This may be tough, Maynard. She hates Americans.
Hey, handsome gringo. Would you like to have a glass of tequila with me?
I'm sorry, I don't accept gifts from strangers.
Well, this one never even heard of female wiles. We in big trouble.
Yeah, mademoiselle. You'll have to forgive my friend. He's a little backward.
He is a lot backward. Vamos.
Yeah, I, on the other hand, am quite forward.
And I, on the other hand, know he's going to strike out.
Believe me, my guava, I am...
Dobe! Hey, Dobe! Dobe!
Quickly, Hernandez. We'll take them to the palace. They are unconscious.
With this one, how can you tell?
Ah, they are becoming conscious.
I repeat, with this one, how can you tell?
Where am I?
Ooh, what am I?
Forgive us, young gentlemen. I trust you were not inconvenienced too greatly, but it was the only way.
Hey, what are we doing here? I want a cop.
I want the FBI.
I want the American ambassador.
I want my mother.
You are in the presence of our esteemed president.
My esteemed father.
Harry Truman.
Maynard.
I'm Carlos Rivero, el presidente of the Republic of Boca Dulce.
The president. Wow. We are honored, sir.
Right. I mean, ain't many fellows get kidnapped by a low-down rat who happens to be president.
Kill this Yankee pig.
No, Hernandez, he does not understand what he is saying.
Young visitors, you've been brought here to the palace for a very simple reason. You see, I am the political leader of our country. But the man who truly leads us is our great military hero, General Ramon. Viva Ramon! Viva Ramon!
Whom we call El Tigre, the tiger.
Viva el Tigre! Viva el Tigre!
He is our chieftain, our symbol of strength.
My brother, Ramon.
Viva Ramon! My son, the General.
hang my father?
That is General Ramon.
El Tigre.
Odd-looking fellow, ain't he? They construct these Yankees in peculiar ways, do they not?
Maynard, don't you see? He looks just like you.
Him? Oh, come now.
Observe closely. Is your exact image.
Él? Que chiste.
That means him? Oh, come now.
I figured. Proofs are ready for inspection, sir.
You see the great advantages to us of finding a man who resembles so closely to our General Ramon.
Yeah, I'm starting to get it. If Maynard puts on a uniform, he could take the general's place in important government banquets.
Good.
At parades.
Good. When traitors try to shoot him.
Bad.
You must help us, senor.
Yeah, Maynard, I think it'd be a fine patriotic gesture if you did these nice people a favor.
We'll be carrying out the good neighbor policy.
If they don't carry me out first.
Maynard.
The only neighbor I want to be good to is Walter Funk. He lives next door to me back home, and I'm lonesome for him.
Excuse me. Maynard, what's got into you?
Nothing yet, but I'm scared it might be bullets.
That's ridiculous. There's very little chance that anybody will try to shoot you. Right, Mr. President?
Wrong, young visitor.
Wrong, young visitor?
Alas, yes. I must be honest with your friend here. If he takes the place of our General Ramon in public, he faces grave danger.
No, he don't, cause he ain't gonna be here.
You see, in a few days, we go to the border to sign a treaty of peace with General Zapatero.
Zapatero is the evil dictator of Raton Grande, our evil neighbor to the west. They would swallow up our small, free country, friendly to the U.S. if we were not strong and united behind our brave leader, Ramon.
That is why the evil dictator Zapatero may try to assassinate Ramon.
That ain't friendly.
That is why you must be a hero and take his place.
Couldn't I be a coward and take Walter Funk's place? He's back home, remember?
Please, senor, help us for the sake of our small, free country, friendly to the U.S.
I won't do it.
For the sake of freedom.
I won't do it.
For the sake of your skins, for you would both otherwise face the firing squad.
He'll do it.
I did it.
Well, if the light is dim and the peasants are as nearsighted as I suspect they are, perhaps this masquerade may work.
It will work.
It'll work.
It better work.
It will never work. No one could possibly mistake that stupid-looking face for mine.
My friends, please. We are frightening these brave young men too much.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
I would.
There is danger, of course, but it is quite possible that no unfortunate incidents will occur, and we will be able to look back on this entire episode happily.
I want to look back on the episode, period.
Maynard, you'll be fine. Nothing's gonna happen. You're as safe as if you were home in your own bed.
Who yanked off the covers? I'm cutting out. Light behind. See you later. Whoa!
Brace for the ceiling. There's a stick up. Brace for the ceiling. There's a stick up.
You already said that.
I did. Excuse me, I am new at this racket. But I'm not new at using this gun.
Sir, if you're thinking of kidnapping me and holding me for ransom because I'm a rich American tourist.
Please. One look and I know it is a waste of time. No, we are here for General Ramon.
No.
Do not touch him.
General, you're coming with us. Move.
No, El Tigre does not take orders from thieves and brigands. I will not move.
I'm moving.
Don't move for 10 minutes after we leave, or I shoot General Ramon.
Sir, can't we discuss this in a civilized manner? When Humphrey Bogart kidnaps people on the Late Show.
We take you along as a hostage, Yankee.
Uh-huh.
You tell us how the Humphrey Bogart picture come out, huh? We don't see much television down here.
Now, just a minute. Hey, well, it starts in the prison laundry. They got my good buddy Doe.
And my son, the general.
They are the men of the evil dictator Zapatero.
The peace conference will be ruined.
Poor Doe, my poor good buddy Doe.
Do not fear too greatly, Gringo. Perhaps your friend will not be harmed.
He better not be. I gotta find out how that Humphrey Bogart movie turned out.
This is the uniform that Maynard had to wear to masquerade as General Ramon, the El Tigre of Boca Dulce. This is an epaulet. This is a braid. This is a bullet hole. Politically, those Latin Americans are, shall we say, very enthusiastic, also very bad shots. But Maynard behaved beautifully when he had to take the real Ramon's place. Was he yellow? Was he cowardly?
Yeah, I'm yellow and cowardly.
Nonetheless, you will come to the treaty signing with me as my son, Ramon. It is the only way.
Oh, no, there's another way, namely out the door.
On second thought, there's another way. Back in the chair.
The meeting with evil dictator Zapatero will take place at the border in 2 hours. You must learn to carry yourself with strength and power and confidence of a true military leader.
Ooh, yeah. Gotcha.
You must look and think like El Tigre. Proud, fierce, fiery.
Right. Proud, fierce, fiery.
It is hopeless.
I shoot him now. Save us lots of trouble.
Oh, no, not so fast. We must give him a chance to prove himself. Perhaps deep inside he does have a powerful command personality.
Him?
Ha! Me? Ha!
All right, we try once more.
Do I have to?
Fall in! Let us see how you give those soldiers an order.
An order?
Yes, order, loud and clear.
Ham and cheese on rye.
No, a command. Drill them as if you were in the army.
No offense, but I'm not the drilling type.
Oh?
I'm the type. Left face. Right face. Right face. Forward march. Rear march.
The rear march. The rear march. Rear march. Up, 2, 3, 4.
Left.
Stop them! That door leads to the balcony!
Okay, fellas, like relax, take 5.
Bring them to a stop! It is 50 feet to the ground!
Fellas, like cease, like desist.
Why did you not say halt?
Oh, that's the word.
My son, I fear I misjudged you. You do have the command personality.
You are truly strong and dynamic.
A born leader.
I'll buy that, so just don't stand there, peasant. Kneel.
Listen, senor.
You too, peasant president.
Senor!
It is the people of the city. They call for the beloved leader, Ramon.
They asked to see him before he goes to the border meeting with the evil dictator Zapatero. They want to wish him good fortune.
Why not? I, their beloved leader, don't mind giving a break to the hoi polloi.
Be careful, my son.
El Tiger, the general, bless his soul, fears nothing. Friend! Missed me!
Ah, senor, thank heaven you are safe.
Congratulations, my son. Our plan is a success.
That you call a success?
The people believe you are truly Ramon.
You see how they love you.
What happens if they hate me?
Do not be alarmed. In every social gathering, there are a few critics. All that is left for you is to appear at the border for the signing of the treaty.
Good.
Well, you must prove to the evil dictator Zapatero that you are indeed the fearless General Ramon.
Good.
If you fail, he will cut your throat.
Bad.
Good. By sundown, I, evil dictator Zapatero, shall be the ruler of Boca Dulce.
Ah, yes, my dictator. You are evil. The evilest man in all the land.
Of course, being evil's the only way to run a country. To run 2 countries. Now that we have put that trouble-making pipsqueak General Ramon out of the way. He is out of the way, is he not?
Oh, indeed, yes, my evil dictator. I myself kidnapped him with my bare hands from the palace this morning.
Excelente.
At this very moment, he is being brought to this camp as our prisoner.
Muy excelente. The moment he arrives, we shall announce the capture and execution of El Tigre.
Oh, there will be panic in the streets of Boca Dulce.
We shall take over like Richmond to Grant. Or is it the other way around? I know so little about French history. But yes, we shall rule Boca Dulce.
Bueno, it's for you.
Good morning. Headquarters of evil dictator Zapatero. Evil dictator Zapatero speaking. What? Good. There's a spy in Boca Dulce. The motor car carrying Presidente Rubero and party has just left the palace an hour ago and is on his way here for the conference.
Right on schedule for the death.
Go ahead, spy, and speak softly. Our sneaky enemies may have spies around. Yes? What? In the motor car, you saw Presidente Rubero himself. And his daughter, Guadalupe. And what? General Ramon? El Tigre? Well, this cannot be. Huh? You saw him with your own eyes. But this isn't... Hello? Hello? Oh, some spy. He was calling from a phone booth and ran out of dimes. We just have to get rich as spice. Gonzalez, did you not assure me that General Ramon was on his way here as our prisoner?
See?
But he is on his way here now, but not as our prisoner.
No.
I tell him, see, he tells me no. There's something rotten in Denmark.
And it ain't too good in Boca Dulce. General Ramon is arrived.
Curses, foiled again. Miserable luck. All my life I have done my best to be mean and rotten. Now this has to happen. Curses, curses, curses. Ah, my dear General Ramon, how good it is to see you.
So you're the rat, huh?
Dictator Zapatero, my son is overcome with joy now that our treaty of peace is about to be signed.
Yeah, so let's get on with it, huh, rat?
General, welcome.
Oh, no, you don't. What are you, some kind of south-of-the-border nut?
My brother Ramon, the dictator Zapatero wishes merely to express his happiness that you are here.
Welcome, my general.
Your bullets tickle. Dictator Zapatero, the heroic El Tigre doesn't have much time. Can we go on with the signing of the treaty?
Oh, yes, the treaty. Gonzalez,
See, my general.
we're about to begin a most serious and solemn event. Prepare for the signing ceremony.
See, my general. Signing ceremony all prepared, my general.
Splendid. Here's the treaty.
I'm ready to sign.
Good, General Ramon.
Now do you smell Ramon with one W or two?
General Zapatero, we're hopeful that this treaty will bring peace to our country and that never again there shall be trouble between us.
Viva no more trouble.
Right, viva no more trouble!
Viva, we're in big trouble.
I begin to see the light.
Who don't, my evil dictator?
Sir, we can explain this. Badly, of course.
Seize the culprits.
Throw them in the prison compound.
Now, the casual observer might say that we're in a somewhat precarious spot. But don't worry. We'd have no trouble at all bewildering evil dictator Zapatero out of killing us.
You will never bewilder me out of killing you. Prepare them for the firing squad.
Dope, I think we're in trouble.
Maynard, they're gonna shoot us.
We're in trouble. Yes. We're up to our sombreros in it thanks to you. You're welcome. No, we must not fight among ourselves. We must stick together. It is our only chance. Right. Now, I have a plan. Harry Carey. Maynard. Carry Harry? Maynard. Barry Barry? Maynard. Enough.
Now you see what I go through.
Ramon, what is your plan? When the guard comes in to bring us our last meal before they shoot us, we all stick together and make sure we get seconds on dessert. I will strangle this strange-looking Yankee. Let me go, you strange-looking Latin.
No, my son. We are powerless to overcome our captors by force. There are too many of them.
Our father speaks the truth. If we are to escape alive, it must be by the use of our brains.
Sorry, not my line of work.
Nah, it's hopeless. We're doomed. Maynard, this is all my fault.
I'll buy that.
Can you ever forgive me?
No.
Well, what a way to go. Waiting for a firing squad in the mud in the middle of the jungle. It's hopeless. Maynard, who says it's hopeless? I just got an idea.
It's hopeless.
Listen, it might work. It's 1 chance in 1,000, but what have we got to lose?
Seconds on dessert.
Yes, Dobie, what is your idea?
It better be good, Yankee, or before we die, I kill you.
Now hear this. In its very simplicity lies its brilliance. Now look, here's what we do.
Why do we not shoot the prisoners now, my evil dictator? Why must we wait for the dawn?
Prisoners are always shot at dawn, you donkey. It is the code of the evil dictators. Dawn. The rooster's 2 minutes late. Remind me to have him for dinner. Bring out the prisoners. Hip, 2, 3, 4. Hip, 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 2, 3, 4, hip, 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 2, 3, 4, hip. Column right. Hip, 2, 3, 4, hip, 2, 3, 4, squat, halt. Prisoners, guess what?
I know. That you're all to be executed.
Why did you have to tell them for? Stupido! I wanted to keep it as a surprise. Prepare the prisoners for execution. A last cigarette? A last drink? A last letter, perhaps? A farewell to your families.
Yes, sir.
Don't make him mad.
Gonzales, write down the dying words of this vicious criminal. And quickly, the impatient rivals of the firing squad grow more impatient.
Dear Mom and Dad, please don't be upset when you read this.
Enough already. If there's something I can't stand, it's a long-winded kid. Firing squad, wake up! It's showtime. Prisoners, we have enjoyed having you here as our guests. And now we have arrived at the jackpot question. Will the real General Ramon please step forward?
Long live freedom, evil dictator Zapatero. You are a murderer.
Oh, don't be such a sorehead, Ramon. We all gotta go sometime.
Mark my words, evil dictator Zapatero. You may kill one Ramon.
2, kiddo. 2.
All right, 2. But another will take my place. Boca Dulce is full of Ramones. The jungle is full of Ramones. They are everywhere. As fast as you shoot one, another will take his place.
Soldiers! Skip ready and aim and go right to fire already!
No, soldiers. Look around you. The Ramones, the El Tigres are everywhere. Like true, looky.
And I, too, am Ramon.
And I.
And I, too.
Stop! Hold still! Hold still!
I'm Ramon. I am Ramon. I am the tiger. I am Ramon.
Shoot! Shoot!
I am Ramon.
I am Ramon.
Shoot! Shoot!
I am Ramon.
Tigre.
Ramon.
Tigre!
Ramon.
Ramon.
Ramon. Ramon. Ramon.
Shoot!
I am Ramon.
Shoot! Shoot! Let's go! Shoot! I'm the evil dictator! Shoot! Follow me! Why did I not listen to my father and become a tortilla tycoon?
Therefore, Maynard G. Krebs, for heroism beyond the call of duty, I confer upon you the Boca Dulce Legion of Honor. Gee, like thanks, your El Tiger ship. You're a great Latin American and a heck of a good sport.
Mademoiselle Guadalupe, with all the excitement that's been going on, we haven't spent much time together.
True, and it is a pity.
Yes, isn't it, though? Your father's private plane isn't due to fly Maynard and me home till tomorrow, so I thought maybe we could, shall we say, dig the local scene and dance the night away. Sound exciting, my little Serapi?
Not so exciting, Dobie, but I fear my fiancé would object.
Fiancé? Well, we just won't tell him.
Well, I fear he already knows. He's standing on the other side of you holding a revolver.
Huh?
At your service, senor.
Adios.
Maynard, let's go pack so we can get out of here first thing in the morning. Come on.
How dare you put your hands on me? I've killed men for less.
Maynard, cut the kidding. We've got a lot of luggage to pack. Let's go.
Must I warn you again, pig? One more such move and I slit your throat.
Maynard, what's wrong with you? You're acting... Maynard, it is you, isn't it?
Now for the cats that are really in, are really hip, you know, there's Thelonious Monk. Of course, there's Miles Davis, too. I mean, he's like far out. Plays very lyrical style, you know. Dig him.
This is my friend Maynard G. Krebs in a rather, shall we say, odd situation, generally seen only between commercials on the Untouchables. I know exactly what you're wondering. Who did Maynard do it to? Where and when did he do it? And what was it he did? To answer these questions, we must go back to a peaceful Friday afternoon at the imposing, tremendous estate of the imposing, tremendous Mrs. Chatsworth Osborne Sr., where my father and Maynard and I were delivering a grocery order.
Ooh, ma'am, what a pad. Them Osbornes must be richer than Rockefeller, the U.S. Mint, or Daddy Warbucks.
Never mind how much money...
What's the matter with you, boy? Standing there like a lovesick water buffalo? Oh, what a stupid question. Where is she?
I am Alicia Osborne, and I now believe in love at first sight, for I adore you with all my heart.
I am Dobie Gillis, and I adore you likewise.
And I am Maynard G. Krebs, and I adore my petrified frog.
I am Herbert T. Gillis, and I'm getting out of here before some squirrel comes along and starts stuffing the whole mess of you into a hollow tree trunk.
Dopey, my tiger, will you kiss me?
That's Dobie with a B, my angel, and does this answer your question? Ah, Alicia, my love, never have I felt such impact in a kiss.
I'll impact you like a cocker spaniel, you cocker spaniel.
In my book, he looks more like a chihuahua, but you got a point.
Hello, Mrs. Osborne.
Goodbye, Mr. Gillis. Out. Now deliver your overpriced groceries and hit the road.
No, Aunt Clarissa. I love this cocker spaniel, floppy-eared and shaggy though he may be, and I will not stir from his side while there is breath in my body.
What fire, what spirit, what a beautiful thoroughbred.
Then how come she don't whinny like...
And besides, my daddy, Lawrence Marks Osborne, controls the family estate. Well, Aunt Clarissa?
Well, very well. I shall probably be cut dead at the next quail shoot, but you are invited for dinner, Gillis. Tremblay, lock up the best silver.
Dinner isn't enough, Aunt Clarissa. I want you to invite Dobie to stay for the weekend.
Invite a Gillis to spend a weekend at Osborne Manor? Yeah, I'd sooner invite a crew chef.
I'm calling Daddy.
I'm inviting. Tremblay, lock up all the silver.
I'm locking, madam, I'm locking.
And fling this other ragamuffin into the moat.
I'm flinging, madam, I'm flinging.
Oh, no, you don't. The only way I leave Dobe here is over my dead body.
Ah, that's just the way I like it.
Oh, Tremblay.
Yes, madam.
On second thought, it might be wiser if city guest number 1, namely Gillis, had a chaperone in the person of city guest number 2, namely Dreggs.
Keep him away from seedy chick number 3, namely your niece.
Your arithmetic is baffling. Your logic is sound. Tremblay, fix them up a room in one of the tackier wings.
Hold the phone. I happen to be the boy's father. Ain't nobody gonna ask me if he can stay?
Right. Ain't nobody gonna ask you. Come on, you butlership. I want to see one of them candles you millionaires burn at both ends.
Now, just a minute, smart apples. I absolutely refuse to allow my son to stay here over the weekend, and that's my last word on the subject, my positively last word.
Dad, remember how you're always telling me that there's only one way for a loser like me to be a success in life?
Merry money, boy, merry money. Mrs. Osborne, I would like to add a last word to my last, positively last word.
He can stay.
You may stay, and bless you, my children.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Gillis.
On one condition.
What's the condition, and I'm already against it?
I stay, too. I want to make sure my boy is treated right.
Out.
If I am not staying, he isn't staying.
If he isn't staying, I'm calling Daddy.
He's staying. All right, listen to me, all three of you low-born wretches. As a result of shameful blackmail, I am forced to put up with you for what will surely be an interminable weekend. But I warn you, one false move, one faux pas, if as much as one teacup is shattered, I'll set the hounds on you, I'll douse you with boiling oil, I'll burn your personal belongings. And apart from that, I bid you a hearty welcome.
So Maynard and Dad and I became weekend guests at Osborne Manor. Maynard naturally adjusted immediately to the quiet, dignified, well-ordered way of life.
Hey, look, Mr. G, no hand.
Maynard, be careful.
Oh, I was, Mr. G, I was. She didn't lay a glove on me.
There was also the famous Osborne collection of rare china and crystal.
Maynard! Maynard, what do you think you're doing?
Juggling dishes, can't you tell?
Boy, what a pain in the neck. We had to keep Maynard from doing bodily damage to Osborne Manor for the rest of the day and evening. You see, once we got him to bed, he couldn't break anything, and I'd be safe, and then I could be alone with my beloved Alicia. And if that doggone Maynard gives Dad any trouble when he tries to get him to sleep, I'm gonna strangle him.
I wouldn't give you any trouble. All I want to do is go to sleep.
Well, go to bed already. You've given us enough headaches for one day.
And I got started late. Imagine what would have happened if I got started early.
No, the mind boggles. No, Maynard, come on now. Get into bed. Dobie's been waiting all day for a chance to be alone with that rich millionaire Osborne girl, and I've been waiting all day for a chance to check out this rich millionaire estate, part of which one day may belong to my dear, beloved, and grateful, I hope, son. Now, nighty-night, and don't stall.
Me stall? Oh, come now. Well, sir, another day has come and gone. Now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take.
That's very nice, Maynard.
Oh, yeah, and bless Mummy and Daddy and Mr. G.
Thanks, Maynard.
Oh, yeah, and bless Dobe G and Mrs. G and all my aunts and uncles and cousins and all Mr. G's aunts, uncles, and cousins.
Thanks again, Maynard.
And bless President Kennedy and Mrs. Kennedy and Caroline Kennedy and her pony macaroni. Oh, yeah, and the little brother, President Kennedy Jr. and Walter, my petrified frog, and Herman, my bunny rabbit, and Alice.
And who is Alice?
My other petrified frog. And sir, if you're not too busy after all that, bless me too. Amen.
Okay, Maynard. Now then, get into bed. And I want you to go right to sleep or... You're a nice kid, Maynard. If I could just figure out some way to keep you sleeping 24 hours a day.
24 hours a day. That's when I think of you, Alicia, my sunrise. Ah, Alicia, my panther. Your kisses pack even more wallop than I had remembered.
Break the clinch, I say. Alicia, go to your room at once.
Aunt Clarissa, it was just a friendly little kiss. You know how men are.
No, but I know how they were. That's why I tell you to go to your room at once, Alicia.
Please, Mrs. Osborne, we just want to sit out here and enjoy the moonlight. You can trust me.
Now that I look at you, Gillis, I think I can. More's the pity. I shall retire to my quarters, but remember, my 200-power telescope will be trained upon you. One false move, and I'll have you flung to the crocodiles.
Aunt Clarissa, you have no crocodiles.
A word of advice, my girl. Don't stick your foot in the swimming pool.
Alicia, you are poetry. You are music. You are the sun and the moon.
Oh, Dobie, I've never met anyone like you.
You have, my blossom. But it is only in the reflection of your beauty that
Dobie, what's wrong? You look as though you just saw some horrible sight.
How'd you guess? No, I mean...
Dobie, what are you staring at?
Crocodiles. That's it, crocodiles.
Crocodiles?
Yeah, you know, from the pool.
Dobie?
Yes, my beloved?
There's nothing there.
Of course not, my tiger. I was merely having a little joke.
Now, where were we?
Oh, well, I was telling you that it is only in the reflection of your beauty that
Dobie, you've got that glassy-eyed look again.
It's these spells. I get them at the full moon.
There's only a half moon tonight.
Well, it's only half a spell. Excuse me, my love, but I've got to go back to my room. I just remembered something I forgot.
What is it?
How should I know? I just told you I forgot.
Maynard! Was that stupid kid out of
Yes, Dad, it was Maynard. Did you see him?
I saw something.
He'll ruin everything between me and Alicia. He'll wreck my life.
Yeah, never mind about your life. Look what he's liable to do to mine.
I'll look for him over there, and if I find him, I'll brain him.
Yeah, well, I'll look for him back in the house, and if I find him first, there won't be enough left to brain. All right, Maynard, stop pretending you're asleep, you troublemaker, you.
Mommy!
Maynard! What were you doing out in the garden?
What garden? I never go in gardens. Flowers make me sneeze.
You see, that you were out in the garden, and we saw you out there. You were walking around like some kind of a zombie. I mean, more like some kind of a zombie than the zombie you really are. No offense.
No offense, Mr. G, but I was right here in the bed. You know I ain't lying because I ain't smart enough.
Now, by that, Maynard, you was walking in your sleep. That's what. There, let's see. Yeah, sure, you've got grass on your feet. How do you explain that?
I got grassy feet. Next question?
No, Maynard, you are a sleepwalker, and you're going to wreck Dobie's chances of making something of himself and of me, too. Oh, Maynard, you're miserable.
Well, I never said I was perfect.
Maynard, this could get us in big trouble. Now, I'll tell you what we're going to have to do.
Quit Harry Carey.
Maynard.
Mary.
Maynard.
Maynard.
Please. What we're going to have to do is keep this whole thing quiet as a tomb and watch you night and day to be sure you don't damage anything around here while you're walking in your sleep. And then
Now hear this. Now hear this. All personnel will report to the library immediately. A most unusual occurrence has just occurred, the punishment for which is execution by guillotine.
Maynard, I got to ask you a question.
What, Mr. G?
How do you feel about guillotines?
Sharpen the guillotine. One of you is the criminal.
Criminal, Mrs. Osborne? What criminal?
Why, the criminal that broke into my wall safe and stole my diamond bracelet. It happened not more than 10 minutes ago. The vile thief is somewhere in this group, and I'm going to find him.
Well, there's no use wasting those nasty looks on us, Mrs. O. He done it. The butler always done it. Don't you watch the movies on the Late Late Show?
Trembly is utterly reliable and trustworthy.
Thank you, madam.
And each night I personally clamp the leg irons on him.
Oh, you were every inch an Osborne.
That leaves me.
You, Alicia, are an Osborne, and an Osborne never steals. Except, of course, from the poor.
Mrs. Osborne, you don't suspect me, do you?
You, a jewel thief, Gillis? Impossible. You haven't the brains.
And what about me?
Not about you. You have less brains than your son, and it took you so much longer to get them.
That's the way you figure it, Mrs. O. I got to be the most innocent fellow in the whole North American continent, because I got less brains than anybody in this whole room. Oh, what a good boy am I.
On the other hand, there's something tricky and sinister about you. You may be smarter than you look.
Could have to be.
I'll buy that. Where were you these past few hours, Dregs?
That's Krebs, your tyrant ship, and I was sleeping.
Sleeping? That's a likely alibi.
I kind of likely it, too.
Can you prove you were sleeping?
Sure, Mr. Gillis saw me. Didn't you, Mr. G?
Well,
Speak up, Gillis. Was he asleep or was he not?
oh, he was asleep. He was fast asleep, that I can guarantee you.
This may not be so easy. But I'm warning you, I shall get to the bottom of this if it takes the last drop of blood you've got. My diamond bracelet is missing. And someone who shall remain nameless is lying through his beard.
Lying in his beard, my friend Maynard G. Krebs, out of the question. Maynard's as honest as the day is long. But when night falls, what is Maynard really like? I mean, under that sweet, innocent exterior, are there hidden springs of evil and wickedness? Alicia, my angel, your poetry, your music, you are the sun and the moon.
Wait a minute. The last time we were talking like this, you started seeing crocodiles and acting like some kind of a nut.
Have no fear, my dove, it won't happen again.
No more crocodiles?
No more crocodiles. Alicia, my angel, you are poetry, you are music. Your voice is the tinkling of a silver bell. My vision, it is only in the reflection of your beauty that
Dobie, what is it?
Hey, Alicia, you're not gonna like this.
Not crocodiles.
Crocodile.
Oh, no, not again. You promised.
Oh, yeah. Well, it isn't a crocodile.
I'm glad.
It's an alligator.
There's something odd going on here.
Why would you say a thing like that, my beloved? Beat it, you stupid alligator.
I demand that you tell me what's... Dobie, where are you going?
Nowhere, my sweet, and I'll be right back. Maynard! Maynard, where are you? Maynard!
Maynard? 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 Come out, wherever you are. I will break both of your legs. Maynard?
Oh, Dad. Daddy was sleepwalking in the garden again, and you said you'd watch him like a hawk.
So I'm a sleepy hawk and he snuck out.
He'll ruin everything. Maynard, come out wherever you are.
I better go back to the bedroom. He might be there.
I better go back to Alicia. I might be dead.
Now hear this. All personnel report to the library at once. Another priceless heirloom has been burgled. Just wait till I get my hands on that good-for-nothing thief.
No. Oh, I always said it was impossible, but even considering you're impossible, this is impossible.
Impossible. It is utterly impossible for the thief to escape. The entire area, 20 miles in every direction, has been booby-trapped with high explosives. Now to the important matter. The thief has now stolen my emerald brooch. This fiendish crime is beyond even my remarkable mind, so I have called in the local police. I'm sure that they will solve the case, apprehend the criminal in their usual manner. Crisp, competent, and sure-footed.
Ain't I seen those guys in car 54?
Constable Casper. Officer Felder. Speedy and super efficient watchdogs of the law, ma'am.
What took you so long to get here?
Somebody stole our bike.
I, too, was robbed tonight, twice.
How about that, Luke? We got us a crime wave here.
Look, you men, or whatever it is you are, start investigating this case at once.
Yes, sir.
You will apprehend the criminal. You will deliver him to me for punishment. And should you fail...
Oh, no, please, not the alligators.
They are crocodiles. Now get to work.
Come on, Luke.
Maynard was in hot water, and it was filled with crocodiles. With Mrs. Osborne already suspicious and those two policemen sniffing around, we had to protect him, but we still didn't know. So we worked out a plan to find out for sure. I was asleep, and Dad was on guard duty when the big moment arrived.
Wake up, you. Please, wake up.
Maynard!
Maynard! Maynard, come back! Come back, Maynard! Oh, Maynard, you stupid nut! Maynard, you're sleeping too fast.
On your feet, Hoodlum. Yeah, Hoodlum, on your feet.
All right, all right. Ow! Why don't you guys just shoot me and put me out of my misery?
Don't listen to his pleas, officer. It may be a trick.
Here's your crook, ma'am. We caught him red-handed.
Dobie Gillis, a thief?
He's one of them there cat burglars.
A cat burglar? Oh, for shame, Mr. G, for shame. I mean, I know you're mean and cranky, but burgling a poor little cat.
What kind of gratitude is that?
This kind.
That does it. That does it. After I knock myself out following you all around so you won't steal any more jewels and nobody will find out that you're the cat burglar and what I said.
Gadzooks, it was Dregs.
That's Krebs, your worship.
Uh-huh. You confess.
I do?
You see? He confessed.
I don't.
Don't worry, Mrs. Osborne. We'll fight the Green until his mind cracks.
How will you tell the difference?
Just leave that to us, ma'am. We got our own methods.
Oh, I'm leaving. I'm not going to stay here and listen to the third degree of poor Clags. I may seem hard and rotten on the outside, but on the inside, same deal.
Come on now, Krebs. Talk. Say something. Make it quick. Speak out. Talk.
Okay. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, and then Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, and Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers.
For 3 hours, those policemen hammered away at poor Maynard. They threatened and growled and hollered, and finally the strain was too much. Something had to crack. And it did.
I can't stand it, I tell you. I can't stand it.
There, my boy. It happens to the best of us.
I hate myself. I'm a failure.
Now see what you've done. You destroyed his self-confidence. You may damage his whole future as a police officer.
I apologize, sir. I'm not bad, just weak. There's only one thing to do, namely confess.
Confess?
Like true, I done it. I stole all them jewelries.
Take this down, Filbert.
Got you, Chief.
Come on now, Krebs. Spell it. Who helped you pull the job?
Nobody. I done it alone.
Stop lying. Nobody could do all that alone.
Okay, then I had help.
Uh-huh. How many?
How many do you think?
At least 2.
That's what I had, at least 2.
Name it.
Do I have to?
Yeah, you have to.
The only 2 people I know are Mr. G and Dobe.
Gillis and his son, huh? Looks like we nabbed us a whole gang of crooks, Luke.
Yeah, the Krebs gang. That's what the mob calls us.
What mob?
The mob that calls us the Krebs gang.
You taking this down, Luke?
Oh, yeah.
You know that big robbery down at the fish market? That was us. We called it the Kipper Caper. Then there was the Pittsburgh Pilfer and the Baltimore Burgle and the Louisville Larceny. And who do you think killed Cock Robin?
Mrs. Osborne.
No, me, and I got about 30 more unsolved crimes for you to solve.
You didn't steal those jewels, Krebs. It was Mrs. Osborne. She did it in her sleep.
Sure, I could have told you that. I ran into her one night when I was sleepwalking.
Why'd you say something?
No, me, I ain't no stool pigeon. Excuse me. Allow me, man. Us sleepwalkers gotta stick together. We ain't got no union.
Dobie, it's been a fun weekend.
Fun indeed, my great tawny animal. But it's only the beginning.
Correction, what it is the end. I'm dumping you.
Dumping me, but we only met 2 days ago.
Yes, and that's long enough. What do you think I am, an old stick in the mud?
But...
But me no buts, Waldo. Just give me one last kiss.
Now look, Mrs. Osborne.
And bossing over parties, that #1 teenager, Miss Valentine Van Loon.
My hero, I love you madly.
My beloved, I love you likewise.
Of all the men in the world, you are the sweetest, the kindest, the most lovable and adorable.
You right?
Sweet for you.
Delicious, tutti frutti.
No, not that. This.
Hey, she's trying to kiss me like hell. Please, help me.
Maynard, Miss Van Loon, there's some mistake.
You bet there is, you big phony.
Well, is there anybody in the whole United States, except jealous members of the Tuesday Weld fan club, who doesn't recognize Valentine Van Loon, Hollywood's teen queen supreme? She's the idol of the younger generation and a fine, uplifting influence on them. When one of her pictures is playing in a neighborhood movie, sometimes an hour goes by without a single hubcap being stolen. So why is this living doll so fascinated by my semi-living friend, Maynard G. Krebs? Well, it all started a few days ago when Dad and I were having a quiet, intellectual exchange of ideas and opinions.
We regret to announce that the special broadcast of the Valentine Van Loon personal appearance has been canceled.
Canceled? Dad, look, something's happened to my loved one. She's sick.
It's her dog.
Her dog's sick.
No, her dog is perfectly healthy, but he's lost.
No.
Yes. But wait, I can't believe my eyes. Here's Miss Van Loon herself in person. What a glorious day for local television. Miss Van Loon, we've heard of your great sorrow. Would you honor us with a few words?
Dear friends and fans, I would be so very, very overwhelmingly and eternally grateful to the wonderful person who returns my beloved dog, Boo Boo.
Boo Boo? With a name like that, he ain't lost. He's hiding.
Eternally and overwhelmingly grateful.
Boo Boo is about 3 feet high, with a shaggy coat and floppy ears and a lovable but bewildered expression.
You rang? Oh, hi, Maynard, and quiet. We're listening to a description of this lost dog.
Oh, I was lost once. They put my description in the newspaper.
Maynard.
But everybody who read the description said it was impossible. And you'll never believe it, but to this very day, they haven't found me.
I believe it.
Thank you, Miss Van Loon. You're a brave girl and an inspiration to all of us in this your hour of sadness.
Boo-hoo for Boo Boo.
My poor, sweet Valentine.
If any of you have any information about the whereabouts of Boo Boo, please contact Miss Valentine Van Loon's suite at the Palace Hotel, and she'll be eternally grateful.
Dad, for the sake of Valentine, I've got to find that dog.
Also, Miss Van Loon has announced a reward for the return of the missing Boo Boo. $500.
Son, for the sake of Valentine's $500, I gotta find that dog.
Dad, I had the idea first. This isn't fair. It's sneaky.
Yeah, you gotta watch me every minute. Here you are, Boo-Boo. Come and get it. No dog can resist this. There's enough here for a family of 6 dogs. And that's the store, son. I'll be back in a flash with the cash. Here, Boo-Boo.
Man, when it comes to money, Dobe, your father sure
Don't
is...
you dare use such language about my father, and you're right, he sure is.
Yeah, I'll rest my case.
It's Boo Boo.
Where?
There. Maynard, where'd you get that dog?
What dog?
This dog. He's Boo Boo, and he belongs to somebody who misses him very much.
No, Dobe, he don't belong to nobody.
Maynard.
He told me. In dog. He speaks it practically perfect. It's his native language.
Maynard, arf, and enough. This is Boo Boo. I know who he belongs to, and I'm taking him back.
No, you ain't.
I ain't?
You ain't. On account of I'm taking him back. It's my duty as an upstanding, lawful citizen to take him back to his lawful owner and bless his furry little heart and paws.
Citizen Krebs, that's very noble of you, but I'll be glad to do it for you.
Nope, my head's made up.
But, Maynard, if you take him back, all that overwhelming and eternal gratitude will be wasted, and... Come to think of it, Maynard, you're right. You take him back.
I sure will. Hey, Dobe, all of a sudden you hit a flip-flop, and that means you're scheming up something mean and rotten.
Maynard, I'm not scheming up anything. Now, take the dog back. The Palace Hotel?
Right. I'm going to take him right back to the Palace Hotel. Oh, Dobe, what's going to happen to me when I get there?
Maynard, it's nothing to worry about. I mean, they're not actually going to hang you for dog napping.
What a relief. For a minute there, I was scared. Dog napping? Oh, Dobe, I didn't nap this dog. I found him.
Exactly, Maynard. So the punishment won't be any more than 18 or 20 months on the chain gang.
18 or 20 months? That's almost a year. Oh, help me, Dobe. I don't want to tote that barge and lift that bale.
Maynard.
Hide me. Invisible me.
Maynard.
They're going to send me down the river.
Maynard, that's up the river and okay. Your tears have touched my heart. I'll help you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. You're all heart, except for the party of this liver and onions.
Maynard, the only thanks I want is a simple expression of eternal and overwhelming gratitude. Yeah. Now, I'll go downtown and fix everything for you. You wait here and keep the dog well hidden.
Okay. Hey, how's this, Dobe?
Yeah, wonderful, man, wonderful. But wouldn't you be better off hiding in the storeroom?
Oh, no, Dobe, that'd never work.
Hey, Maynard.
I mean, if I was hiding in the storeroom, everybody see the dog out here.
Yeah, I never thought of that. So I have another idea. Both of you hide in the storeroom.
Like, wow, what an idea.
Yeah.
And some people say you ain't too bright in the head.
Hey, Speed, you're a press agent. When are we going to see Miss Van Loon in the flesh?
In the flesh? Oh, Miss Van Loon don't make them kind of movies. I see what you mean. Now, I'm afraid that Miss Van Loon is too heartbroken over the loss of poor Boo Boo to speak to anybody now. But while we are waiting for her recovery, Miss Van Loon has generously provided sandwiches for you gentlemen of the press. Now, will you gentlemen representing newspapers with a circulation of less than 20,000, please limit yourself to one sandwich and no cream in your coffee, huh?
Yeah, miss.
How do you do? My name is Pete Pulitzer. I am Miss Van Loon's press representative. Come here, I'll fix you a sandwich.
Yeah, my name's Dobie Gillis.
And what newspaper are you with?
No, I'm not with any paper.
You with the news syndicate, huh?
Well, not exactly.
With one of the national magazines. What is it? Time, Life, look, huh?
No, miss, I'm not in the newspaper game at all. I'm in college.
No paper, no sandwich.
Look, miss, you don't understand. You see, I only came...
Out,
I
Moocher!
came here to found the dog.
You found the beloved Boo Boo?
That I did.
Come this way. I don't know. You look pretty sneaky to me, especially around that cowardly chin.
Leave my cowardly chin out of this. I came here to return a lost dog, not to be insulted. I'm leaving.
Oh, no, look, kid, I was only
Nothing in the
kidding.
world's
I
worth
was
getting insulted for. Nothing, do you? I just saw something that's worth getting insulted for.
Hi. Did I hear some dear sweet doll say he found my dear sweet boo-boo?
You were within snuggling distance of the dear sweet doll who found your dear sweet boo-boo, my dear sweet Miss Van Loon.
You, boy?
Me, boy, you, girl, I've noticed.
His name is Dopey somebody.
That's Dobie somebody with a B.
Oh, how can I ever thank you, Mr. Somebody?
That's Mr. Gillis, and don't worry your pretty head about how to thank me, ma'am. I'll think of something. Yes, I will.
Now, I do hope you won't think I'm the suspicious type. Would you mind telling me which of these dogs is Boo-Boo, Mr. Gillis?
Yeah, this one, Miss Van Loon, and you may call me Dobie.
That's my Boo-Boo, and you may call me Valentine.
Valentine Van Loon has kissed me. Take me, I'm ready to go. I've had the best life has to offer. There's
Where
nothing...
is my Boo-Boo?
What? Oh, Boo-Boo. Yeah. Uh-huh.
When I see him, I'll be eternally and overwhelmingly grateful to you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well, if the traffic lights are with me, I'll be back in time for 3 or 4 hours of eternal, overwhelming gratitude before dinner.
Get out! You have just given me a great idea. Eternal, overwhelming gratitude. You get it, kid? We have a chance for $1 million worth of free publicity. This fine, upstanding, blank-looking boy returns your dog, see? He takes one look at you and boom.
Boom?
Boom, he falls in love with you. Boom, you fall in love with him. Boom, you fall in love with each other. Boom, it's the love affair of the century.
Boom, just a minute, just a darn minute. If you think I'm going to sit still for a mess of silly, embarrassing publicity and pretend I'm in love with Valentine and hold her hand and kiss her and snuggle with her, you're 100% correct. When do we start?
Now you're talking, kid, huh? Boom, we play it up big. Boom, we hit every paper in the country. Boom, we turn you kids into America's sweethearts. What do you say, Valentine, sweetie?
I think it's a gorgeous, romantic, shaggy dog story. I like it. How about you, Dobie, dear?
Yeah, what about you, kid, huh? You want to go through with it?
Will I go through with it? Does this answer your question? Kiss me.
Please, kid, I don't have any time for that now.
Not you, her.
You're going to line up 5 o'clock on coast-to-coast television. Oh, this is going to be the hottest love affair to hit the air since Romeo and... What was that chick's name again? Look, kid, clear out of here. I got to line up a television crew.
Right.
And be back here at 4:30 sharp.
Right.
With my dear, sweet Boo-Boo.
Right. Wow.
Wrong, no. I ain't letting you go no place with my dear sweet doggy.
Now, I'll admit I've double-crossed you on account of girls on rare occasions.
Ah, rare occasions. 137 times is rare occasions. Come on, Bowser, let's cut out.
Hey, Maynard, hold it. Supposing I was cooking up a mean, evil scheme, which I do not for 1 minute concede, what would that scheme be? Just think.
Think? Me? Not my line of work. Come on, friend of man. The best.
Hey, Maynard, wait. No, Maynard, listen to me. What low scheme could I be scheming? To turn this fine dog over to a cruel scientist for laboratory experiments? The answer springs immediately to your lips. You say no.
I do?
Or am I scheming to turn him over to a cruel Eskimo to pull a heavy sled through mountainous snows? Again, you say no.
I do?
Of course. There's no snow here.
I gotta give you that.
So you see, there is no mean, evil scheme I could be cooking up. True?
True.
All the possible dirty tricks I could have tricked you with have been eliminated. True?
True.
So therefore you trust me. True?
False. Come on, Curly, say goodbye to rat pink Dobie.
It's a girl that owns a dog. Okay, I admit it. But how could I be interested in her? She's only 6 years old.
Oh?
A little 6-year-old girl is so grateful to you for finding her lost dog that she's already started thinking of you as Uncle Maynard.
Me? Uncle Maynard? And I ain't even married.
Sometimes Unky Maynard.
Unky Maynard? I'm not even engaged.
Sometimes Unky Wunky Maynard.
Unky Wunky Maynard, and I don't even go with girls. Glorioski or the sweet little Lisa Stork brought me. Oh, boy, I'm getting all misty.
Oh, get misty on your own time, Maynard. Right now, I want you to get the dog out of here so Dad won't come back and find him. Boy, if he knew I had that dog, he'd figure out some sneaky, crooked way to get his hands on the
what, though?
Nothing, Maynard. Just take the dog to your house, and I'll pick him up later and take him to that little girl.
Why can't he stay here?
Hey, well, Dad doesn't like dogs in the store.
I don't blame him. They're not great customers.
No. Maynard, it's Dad.
Take it easy, Dobie. Get used to him. It takes time, like 30, 40 years.
Yeah, man, quick, hide the dog.
Huh? Oh. How's this, Dobe?
No, Maynard. Here. Maynard.
Oh, will you cut it out, Shorty? Can't you see I'm fresh out of hot dogs? And besides, can't you read? Look!
He ain't smoking, Mr. G.
Maynard, quiet. And Pooch, out. Out.
Man, my feet are killing me. I've been tramping all over town trying to find that stupid...
Dad, why don't you go upstairs and rest?
Boy, what a day I've had. Twice I got bit, once I got chased by a family of unfriendly cats, and 3 times the cops picked me up for prowling. But I gotta keep going. I just came back to get some hot dogs to kind of resume the hunt. I gotta find that...
What was that?
What was what?
That.
Oh, that. I've got to watch those cucumbers.
Oh. Hey, we better see if they got something on the 2 o'clock news about that dog. Somebody might have found him.
Dog? What dog? What about a dog?
What's the matter, Maynard? Don't you know nothing?
Even less.
Well, you see, there was this moving picture actress, and she lost...
Dad, did you hear Mom calling?
What, from her sister's house in Cincinnati?
Oh, yeah. I forgot.
What was that about finding a dog, Mr. G?
Maynard, please don't interrupt. Dad and I are talking.
You're talking. I'm trying to listen. I want to see and hear the news.
Dad.
Son.
Dad.
Son.
Dad.
Son. If you touch that switch just once more, you're going to wind up with a very peculiar-looking fistful of knuckles. Do I make my point?
You make it.
There it goes again.
Not only cucumbers, also radishes.
I sure would like to know about that dog.
Maynard, can't you see Dad's tired? Yes, Dad, what you need is a good night's sleep. Now, you go upstairs and go to bed, and I'll close up the store.
Go to bed and close up the store? It's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You're getting to be more like your mother's side of the family every
Now,
day.
a special bulletin. Valentine Van Loon, the famous film star, has just announced that...
Dad, what do we care about some dumb old movie actress? What I want to know is what's new with you?
What's new with me is that I am going to drive you into the ground like a tent peg if you don't cut out this foolishness and...
This may
may seem a daring statement to make, but offhand, I would say that there's something just a little fishy going on around here.
Fishy? Oh, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, I would.
Yeah, well, either that little dog there is a ventriloquist, or there's another dog underneath the carton.
What dog? What carton?
Stand aside, boy, on pain of instant mayhem. That's Boo-Boo. Who's Boo-Boo? Oh, are you Boo-Boo?
Oh, excuse me for not introducing you, Mrs. G, but he ain't told me his name yet. I just met him a short distance ago. He belongs to my little 6-year-old niece. Sometimes she calls me Uncle Maynard.
You can keep talking, Uncle Maynard.
Well, my good buddy Dove, who's so large-hearted, he's going to take him back to my little niece for me. And sometimes she calls me Unky Wunky Maynard. Ain't that friendly?
Oh, you bet it is, Maynard. And remember, when it comes to being friendly, I am just as. Come, Maynard, stuff your beard with all the candy bars you want, and I will take care of Boo-Boo.
Oh, I will chocolate myself into sugar shock.
Stupo don't know who the dog is, huh?
I must have forgotten to tell him. The omission is, shall we say, rather amusing?
Shall we say rather sneaky?
We shall say rather sneaky.
I know a sneaky trick when I see one. Who taught you all you know about him,
You, Dad.
And don't you forget it. So you con Maynard out of the dog, and you were going to take him down and return him to this Valentine Van Loon and collect all that overwhelming gratitude, true?
Yes, but I'm doing it for Maynard's own good. All that overwhelming gratitude would overwhelm him. You know how Maynard feels about girls. It'd make him nervous.
I know how you feel about girls.
Yeah, Dad.
And then you were going to do Maynard another big favor and collect the $500 reward, huh? Knowing that all that money would make poor little Maynard nervous. True?
False. I won't even accept the $500.
Not accept the $500? That proves it. You're not a Gillis. I'm going to sue that hospital. The day you was born, they give me the wrong kid.
The only reward I want is one smile from Valentine's bee-stung lips. One twink from her twinkly eyes.
And then what's the problem? You take the bee-stung lips and the twinkling eyes, and I'll take the $500. It's a deal?
A deal? For money? Absolutely not. A sensitive girl like Valentine would despise money grubbers. No offense, Dad. So the reward's out.
I'm sorry you said that, boy.
You mean...
That's exactly what I mean. From here on in, it's every man for himself. Unky Wunky Maynard, your troubles are over. I'm going to take the dog back to your little niece for you. Now, ain't that friendly?
Oh, very friendly, Mrs. G. Consider you're mean and crabby, but Dobe said he...
Forget what Dobe said. I'm handling this, and from here on in, may the better contestant emerge victorious.
Dad, you'll ruin my romance.
Yeah, how about that?
No, Dad, I know you're my father, and you walked the floor with me when I was a baby, and you paid for the braces on my teeth and all like that. But love is thicker than blood or dental bills, and I'm not going to let you wreck my life. Forgive me, but I have no choice.
No, you ain't getting away with my $500 dog!
Man, hide the dog someplace so Dad can't get him.
Oh.
Man, I can't hold him much longer. Go.
Hey, Dobe, don't keep him in there too long or... Instant frozen grocer.
Go already. Well, the big dog hunt was on. The hunted this big dog. The hunters, my father, Herbert T. Gillis, and his son, Dobie Gillis. We used to be good pals. Just look at this picture. But now, alas, we are bitter enemies. And why? For two reasons. The first is petty and unimportant and unworthy. It's...
Money, $500 worth of gorgeous, delicious, green money.
Now look at the other reason. Reason number two, sensible and intelligent and worthwhile.
Dobie Dumpling, when you bring my boo-boo back to me, I'll be eternally and overwhelmingly grateful to you.
Now there's a reason, a logical, legitimate, worthwhile reason. Meanwhile, back at the park, that big, desperate, big game hunter, Herbert T. Gillis, was closing in on his victim.
Kimba,
ain't in the mood, huh? Well, to tell you the truth, I ain't in tip-top shape myself. I mean, I know I can let Dope take it back to my little niece, but my heart just ain't in it, and neither are my tonsils. See, I'm sure gonna miss you, good buddy. I'll be all lonely again with nobody to talk to except people. So, like, hail and farewell, dear friend, and let me hear from you once in a while, even if it's only a postcard.
Hey, get lost, right? Oh, you get out of here. Listen, I'll tear up all your lasting pictures. Cut it off! Will you cut it? Just... No, here you are. Yeah. No. Yes. Dog's got to get up pretty early in the morning to fool Herbert T. Gillis. Stop that dog, and you stop too. No, who asked?
I'm asking you, Gillis, where's the dog?
My friend Maynard promised to get that dog here at 5 o'clock, and I'm worried.
Well, why? Isn't he reliable?
Well, he's reliable. He just doesn't tell time too good.
Well, there's only 3 minutes till airtime. We have got to move. Charlie, is there a kid in the hall with a dog? A kid named Maynard?
Hey, yeah, wait, I did see a kid with a beard, and he had a dog with him. They were down by Miss Van Loon's room talking to her.
Oh, then everything is A-okay and ready to go. Now, listen, fellas, I want you to get this straight. Now, when Valentine comes out, I want you to come in very close on her. And then I want you to pan over when she goes to kiss this schnook Dopey, you see?
That's
and then...
Dobie with a B.
Oh, never mind the dull details. Now we're on the air in 20 seconds. Valentine, sweetie, you ready?
Speedway, something dingy has just
Honey,
happened.
just say that it is H hour minus 2. All right, now, everybody, stand by.
Where's the dog? Where's Boo Boo?
Oh, Valentine must have her. She was in the hall with your bearded friend. Hello, America. We interrupt the broadcast of the summit meeting in Geneva to bring you a program of real importance. Here she is, that red-hot star of screen, television, and bossa nova parties, your #1 teenager, Valentine Van Loon.
My hero, I love you madly.
My beloved, I love you likewise.
Sweetheart, this is just for you.
Oh. Delicious tutti frutti.
No, not that. This.
Hey, she's trying to kiss me like help, like FBI, like police.
Miss Van Loon, there's some mistake.
You bet there's, you big phony.
Miss Van Loon, this is the love affair of the year?
He's just a publicity grabber. He didn't find my boo-boo.
You're darn tootin' he didn't. I found him, and here he is. 500 beautiful bucks worth of pooch, so start counting, sister.
What are you, some kind of a nut? That's not boo-boo.
Oh, yeah? Well, your name ought to be Boo-Boo because you are making the biggest one of all time. Miss Van Looney, tell that this is your Boo-Boo.
But it isn't. This sweet boy is a returned boo-boo.
Yes, I am quite cute.
There's my dear sweet boo-boo.
Hey, now, just a darn minute. That can't be Boo-Boo. He's too short. Your description said the Boo-Boo was 3 feet tall.
Well, he is 3 feet tall when he stands on his little hind legs. So you get the reward, you wonderful man.
Remember, no kissing.
Now, this reward. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 40, 60.
Well, I've lost.
You've lost her. Look what I'm losing. Shall we?
Hey, Mr. G, how much do you want for that dog there?
I don't know. At this point, I got quite a bit of dough invested in him. A new collar, flea powder, food. I'd say about $50.
I'll give you 38 cents cash.
I've been meaning to ask you, how'd you know that little dog was Boo Boo?
He told me, and
Maynard.
dog, he speaks it practically
perfect. I know. Maynard, do you really believe dogs talk to you?
Oh, sure, Dobe. They talk to anybody. All you gotta do is listen. Oh, he did? No. Really? No kidding. Glorioski.
beloved, we are gathered here today to join this man and this woman in the bonds of holy matrimony. For as much as these two persons have come hither to be made one, if there's anyone present who can show just cause why they may not be lawfully joined together, let him speak now or forever hold his peace.
Playing tricks on you. This is a genuine, certified, rice-throwing, present-giving wedding. And the victims are Zelda Gilroy, whose first words on the day she learned to talk were, "Dobie Gillis, will you marry me?" And Maynard G. Krebs, for whom they invented the phrase, "I wouldn't marry him if he was the last man on earth." Now, how did this unlikely pair find themselves in such an unlikely situation? Well, it all began on Zelda's 22nd birthday.
That's 21st birthday, and if you were a gentleman, you'd stop counting.
Make a wish, daughter, and you'll find happiness.
I know that, and I did.
Blow hard, dear, and it'll come true.
I know that, and I will.
I know what the wish is, and goodbye. Maynard.
Dear parents and friends, thank you for this happy day. I hope that you'll all be present on an even happier day, namely, my wedding.
Oh, hear, hear.
Hear, hear.
Bye-bye.
On that joyous occasion, I personally guarantee a bigger cake, fancier decorations, and positively no change in personnel. Now, if you'll all follow me out to the porch, we'll start in on the birthday Just wanted to thank you for your birthday present, Poopsie. It was so thoughtful of you.
You're welcome, Zelda, but it was really nothing.
True, but thanks anyhow.
Uh-huh.
Some present. A lifetime membership to a Lonely Hearts Club. Dobie, are you trying to tell me that you actually don't want to marry me?
Yeah, actually, yes.
All right, stubborn. I shall be forced to use desperate measures, namely a brilliant new scheme.
Forget it, Zelda. It'll bomb out like all your other brilliant schemes to trap me.
Not this one. It's foolproof.
There's no such thing as a foolproof plan.
There is when the fool in the plan is Maynard.
Maynard? My Maynard?
Of course, how many fools named Maynard do we know? Now, hear this.
Yeah.
I'm going to use him to get you to marry me. Clever, huh?
Clever how?
Oh, I'm proud of this one. Now, tell me, what does Maynard love and cherish most in this world?
His petrified frog.
No, I'm talking about larger concepts. What he loves and cherishes most is his freedom and independence, true?
True.
And you as his friend would do anything, I repeat, anything, to protect that freedom and independence, true?
True. Maynard just wouldn't be Maynard if he lost him.
Aha. But if he got married, he'd lose him, wouldn't he?
True, but Maynard get married. Nobody'd ever marry Maynard, so he's perfectly... Zelda, you wouldn't.
Wouldn't I?
You couldn't.
Couldn't I?
You could.
You bet I could, and I will. I'll get him to propose to me, and then there'll be only one way to save him. You'll have to marry me instead.
Zelda, you're a fiend. Please don't do this terrible thing to... Oh, what am I so worried about? Maynard will never propose to you.
Just wait.
Oh, I'll admit he may not be the smartest fella in the world,
I'll buy
but he
that.
does have a kind of basic animal intelligence.
Like, hi, Aunt. How was the picnic? How did I know you was on a picnic? No offense, but you got mustard on your whiskers. There. You're all nice and clean. A genuine gentleman aunt. Hmm? A 10-course outdoor shindig tomorrow? Gee, thanks for the invite, Aunt. But I'd rather stay home and get mustard on my whiskers. I mean, picnics just ain't what they used to be. People show up. Maybe next time? Keep in touch, many-legged buddy, even if it's only a postcard.
Hi, Maynard. What are you doing?
I was talking to a friendly aunt, and go ahead and say it.
Say what?
What everybody says. Maynard, you can't talk to an aunt. You're a knothead.
Why should I say
or
a thing like that?
anybody who understands insects is a nincompoop.
Oh, if you say you can
Sometimes
understand
they
insects,
say
you can
animals
understand
can't talk.
insects.
Maynard, you believe I can talk to an ant?
Of course, doesn't everybody?
Don't nobody except me.
Well, that's ridiculous. Ants or any animals will talk to anyone who's willing to listen, like you.
Oh, for joy, I found a believer. Glorioski in Europa.
Maynard, that ant that just walked away, where was he from?
Indiana, that's in Minneapolis.
Good country. Especially for family ants with small children.
Zeld, all of a sudden you look altogether different to me.
Nah, Maynard, it's the same old me. Sweet, kind, lovable, understanding. Same old me I've always been.
And you listen to ants. You're a great American like George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, or Peter Lawford.
Then I can safely assume, Maynard, that you like me.
True.
And you consider me a friend.
True.
And you'll marry me.
Untrue. Marry you? Zeld, you gone wig.
Maynard, pipe down while I tell you why you are going to marry me.
Ho, 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 never.
Ho, 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 wait.
Ho, 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 I want my mother.
You need a wife to take care of you. Tie your shoelaces, dial the telephone for you, make change for you so you can get on the streetcar and like that. True?
False. I already got somebody like that, namely Dope, so there, ha-ha.
True. Dobie did do those things for you.
Right. He did?
Did. But everything's going to change now that he's about to leave.
Leave? Old Dope ain't going no place. Where's he going?
Wherever his wife wants to live.
Nah, Dope ain't got no wife. Wife? What wife?
And Dobie will have no time to watch out for you, what with 5 or 6 kids.
Kids? What kids?
Hasn't happened yet, but any minute now he'll be a married man.
Yeah, Dope's all the time proposing to chicks, and one of these times one of them's gonna say yes.
Right, and where does that leave you?
What's the problem? Wherever Dope goes, I goes.
You think his wife's going to sit still for that?
Wife? What wife?
She'll have enough on her hands with all those kids.
Kids? What kids?
You're all alone, Maynard. All alone and lonely.
Me, lovable, likable Maynard G. Krebs, who everybody loves and likes and waves when they see me?
Yeah, you. Lovable, likable Maynard G. Krebs, who everybody loves and likes and waves at when they see you.
Yeah, that's the fella.
Sure, they like you and wave at you now because you're kind of a cute character with a beard and sneakers. But what's going to happen when the beard starts to turn gray?
Me, old graybeard?
And the sneakers start to get old and tattered.
Me, old tattered
Then
sneakers?
you'll be nothing but a joke, and an old joke at that. Now you're young, you're kind of cute and funny. But when you get old, you'll be pathetic.
That could happen to likable, lovable Maynard G. Krebs, everybody likes
Enough,
him.
Maynard, and yes, now they wave at you, then they'll laugh at you.
Like, wow is me.
You'll be all alone and lonely with no one to care for you.
Like, wow is me.
How will it look? An old man your age, all alone and lonely, trying to be a cute character. Well, it's enough to make a person cry. And finally, they'll have to come take you away to the old folks' home. You'll be alone and lonely with no one to care what happens to you.
Like a lass in a lack, like wow is me.
You want someone to help you, you say?
Like yes, like yes.
You want someone to care for you and comfort you in your old age, you say?
Like please, like please.
Once more.
Like please, like please.
Very well, Maynard. Your plaintive cry for help has touched my heart. I'll marry you.
Like thanks, like... Hey, Zell.
Yes, Maynard? Yes, my betrothed?
How come all of a sudden I got a funny feeling I've been snookered?
Can't chatter. Let's get on with the proposal. Now, there's just one thing missing.
The ring?
The ring.
Okay, where is it?
Here.
Right. Hey, in the movies, they always get down on one knee when they're proposing.
Well, that's the custom.
Well, just don't stand there, girl. Get with it.
Maynard G. Krebs, wilt thou marry me?
Zelda G. Gilroy,
You wilt, you wilt.
I wilt?
That's it. You said it. That's it. You proposed. Maynard, we're practically man and wife.
Hey, how about that? And I can't even cook.
Maynard G. Krebs and Zelda Gilroy, man and wife, we were all surprised, except my folks, who had known Maynard and Zelda all their lives. They received the news with appropriate dignity and solemnity.
Maynard and Zelda, oh.
Herbert, stop that. There's nothing to laugh about.
Oh, no? Well, just think about it for a few minutes. Maynard and Zelda getting married. Oh, come now.
Maynard and Zelda. It is rather funny, isn't it? Zelda and Maynard. Maynard and Zelda! Oh, no! Zelda and Maynard getting married!
Zelda Gilroy grew up in our town. She's admired and respected by one and all. So when the news got around that she was marrying Maynard, the citizens of the community were quick to express their feelings about the bridegroom. When the mayor and city council heard the news, they called an emergency meeting. After a brief discussion, they voted a special fund to buy Maynard a suitable wedding present. However, the two people whose opinions really counted were, of course, Zelda's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Gilroy. I am happy to report that they took the news in a manner typical of solid, substantial American parenthood. But Mr. Gilroy, an infantry soldier who fought bravely against the Japanese, was not a man to weep for long. Soon his mood changed. Naturally, Mr. Gilroy soon realized that using that ceremonial sword for self-destruction was no answer to the problem. A far more effective idea occurred to him. And what about Maynard's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Krebs, sympathetically referred to in the neighborhood as those poor souls? What did they do when they heard the news? Well, I mean no disrespect, but I must, in all honesty, describe their actions as cowardly. They hopped on the first train to any place and left town in a hurry. Boy, did they leave town in a hurry. But I, the best friend, kept my head. I refused to panic. I knew there was nothing to worry about. You see, Maynard has enormous respect for my opinions. My slightest word is his command. When I, his good buddy, advised him not to marry Zelda, what else could he answer but,
Get lost.
my friend Maynard G. Krebs is a fine, decent, honorable fellow. I just wish he'd be a fine and decent and honorable fella someplace else, preferably on another continent. I mean, with a human being like him for a friend, I'm all for Be Kind to Animals Week. But he had problems, and I had to stand behind him, but not far enough behind him.
Vamos, Trita, go back to your wife and 5 kids.
Wife, what wife?
Where's 11 kids? Counting ain't something I'm too good at.
Neither is English, and pay attention. Do you mind? Do you mind? Maynard, the whole idea of you and Zelda getting married is ridiculous, and I want you to forget about it immediately.
But why, Dobe? Old Zell says marrying her would be a fine, helpful thing for me.
How could marrying her possibly help you?
Well, she could take care of me. I mean, she could, like, tie my shoelaces and keep a roof under my head and stop me from becoming a public charge, sleeping on park benches and turning into an old, lonely person, living in an old, lonely person's home. Do you still think I shouldn't marry her? What, Dobe?
Maybe she's got a point.
Maybe I better say I do real quick before she finds somebody better.
No, Maynard. What does a fella like you need with marriage?
What do you mean a fellow like me? What's so different about me? I'm a human person. I'm entitled. I don't know what I'm entitled to, but I'm entitled.
Maynard, that isn't what I meant.
Sure, I think I know what I'm entitled to. All the things you other fellas are entitled to, right?
Right.
And if I don't get them when I get married, I'll get them after I move in with you, after you get married, right?
Maynard, did it ever occur to you that sometimes I do an awful lot of talking with very little thinking?
Often, Dobe, often. Practically always.
Okay. So maybe getting married would be a good thing for you, but not to Zelda. Believe me, Maynard, not to Zelda.
Why not? Old Zell ain't so bad. Her heart's in the right place. It's the rest of her that ain't put together too good.
Now listen,
and she must like me and want to help me, or else why did she get down on one knee and not sing Mammy?
All right, Maynard, you asked for it and I'm going to tell you. Zelda proposed to you because...
Yes, Dobie, go ahead and tell him.
You bet I'll tell him.
Tell him I don't really want to take care of him. Tell him I don't give a darn for him. Tell him I'm just using him for my own evil purposes. Go ahead, tell him.
You bet I'll tell him.
Right, tell him and break his heart.
You bet I'll... Zelda, you're a low-down rat.
I prefer to think of myself as a woman fighting desperately for her mate.
Old Zell really likes me and wants to know and thinks of me. Don't she, Dope? Don't she?
Yes, Maynard, she does like you. She does want to do all those things for you.
Naturally. You see, I'm quite lovable.
Come, Maynard, my beloved. We have oodles of shopping to do for our honeymoon.
Ah, yes, the future Mrs. Maynard G. Krebs, my bride. Let us away to choose my wedding torso.
That's true, so, my sweet, and you say the cutest things. Ta-ta, Dobie, and better dust off your good suit. At the wedding, you'll be the best man.
There ought to be a law against that, Zelda. There just ought to. Really got me over a barrel.
Yeah, well, while you're over there, pick up a couple of dozen pickles. You ain't done 3 hours honest work around here since the last time. I'm listening.
You see, Dad, if Maynard doesn't back out of the marriage by Sunday, I'll have to step in.
So what's wrong with that? Maynard ain't ready for marriage.
But I'd have to marry Zelda instead.
What's wrong with that? She's a nice kid.
But if I married her, we'd have to move in here with you, and you'd have to support us for 2 or 3 years.
There ought to be a law against that, Zelda. There really ought.
Herbert, be sensible. We have to convince Maynard that marriage to Zelda would be a terrible mistake.
Right, so I'll have a long talk with him, and when I get through, he'll be convinced that marriage to anybody is a mistake.
Herbert.
No, Winnie, you know what I mean.
Yes, of course I do, dear.
Good.
And you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, now listen, Winnie.
Please, no family squibbling. I am soon to be a happy bridegroom, and I look upon marriage as a fine, noble, lovable institution of life, and that's the way it truly is, isn't it, Mr. G?
You bet, Maynard. Marriage is the biggest mistake.
Herbert, you are much too eager. I will tell you.
Oh, killjoy.
Maynard, dear, you know we wish you all the happiness in the world, but are you sure, dear, that marriage is the right step for you?
No, Mrs. G, I ain't sure at all about marriage. But I am sure I don't want to be alone and all lonely the rest of my natural-born days. It ain't right for me. I mean, being like that is all sad and wrong and not fit for a human person. Even me. And getting married is much better than that, ain't it, Mrs. G?
Go ahead, Mom, tell him.
Go ahead, Winnie, tell him.
On the other hand, Maynard, marriage is a terrific adjustment. 2 people have to get to know one another, and it's very difficult.
And I'm a fellow who's just about the most difficultest. I mean, look at these clothes, and I collect tinfoil and play bongos and watch them paint the white line down the middle of the street. So I guess you could say Getting used to me is about the hardest thing a wife could do, huh, Mrs. G?
Yes, Maynard, I guess you could say that. So you see, dear.
But, on the other hand, if I found a great chick who was willing to put up with me, I ought to grab her and marry her quick, because I might not ever find another chick like that in my whole entire life. Right, Mrs. G?
Go ahead, Mom. Tell him.
Go ahead, Winnie. Tell him.
Herbert, he's making far too much sense for me. You take over.
No. He got ahead of me 5 minutes ago, and I just resigned.
Likewise, and 10 minutes ago.
So you ain't going to try to talk me out of this on account of you delighted I'm going to marry old Zeld, huh?
No comment.
No comment.
No nothing, and good luck, Maynard. Well, Zelda had me convinced that she really meant business. She bought her wedding gown and tickets for the honeymoon trip. She reserved the justice of the peace and talked her girlfriends into throwing a bridal shower.
A bridal shower for me? Okay, I'm ready for my presents.
No, Maynard. A bridal shower is when they give presents to the bride, not to the groom.
Now they tell me.
As long as you're here, Maynard, you may as well stay, if you promise to behave.
Oh, I'll behave real good.
Oh, Laura, it's beautiful. You shouldn't have done it.
True, she shouldn't have.
True.
What she should have is not given us something so cheap. I mean, her old man's loaded. Next present.
Oh, Helen, these are just lovely. Gee, I saw them in a store downtown. They cost a fortune.
Yeah, the real ones do. This is just a cheap imitation. $2.98 at the discount store. Next present.
Zelda, dear, all of us girls put our money together to buy this gift.
Gee, thanks, Elsa.
Actually, it's for you, Maynard. It's a gift we're hoping you will use.
A one-way ticket to Tahiti? For what?
Like, wow. And Zeld, you were afraid your friends didn't like me.
Hi, Dobie. Hi, Dobie.
Hi. I just came by to pick up Maynard.
Well, Maynard's really enjoying the bridal
Zelda,
shower.
how can you do this to Maynard? That sweet, simple, unsuspecting schnook.
Watch your language. You're speaking of the sweet, simple, unsuspecting schnook I love.
Please, Zelda, let him off the hook.
Don't come crying to me. His fate is in your hands. You want to keep him free? Do something. And you know what that something is.
No, Zelda, I won't be blackmailed.
And I won't quit. Let's face it, Dobie, it's a fight to the finish.
And that's what I was, finished. Because finally the wedding day arrived. The families and friends waiting optimistically for the ceremony to start because, as Zelda's father pointed out, there was still a ray of hope.
There might be an earthquake.
Unfortunately, no earthquake came along and we had to go ahead with the wedding. The ceremony started off calmly enough. Zelda, like all brides, was beautiful. And Maynard, I'm sorry to say, was happy and eager. And as so often happens, wrong prevailed over right, and the ceremony began.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join this man and this woman in the bonds of holy matrimony. Forasmuch as these two persons have come hither to be made one, if there is anyone present who knows any just cause why they may not be lawfully joined in marriage, let them speak now or forever hold his peace.
Sir, I'm the anyone present who knows a just cause why they shouldn't, so for heaven's sakes, don't let him.
This is, shall we say, most unusual.
Shall we say most cockeyed? Zelda doesn't want to marry Maynard. Maynard doesn't want to marry Zelda. Zelda wants to marry me.
Ooh, it's just like the Late Late Show. The last time I saw this, Ginger Rogers couldn't make up her mind between Randolph Scott or Fred Astaire, but he danced his way into her heart.
Zelda, what Dobie said, is it true you want to marry him?
Yes, sir. Dobie's turned me down 137 times. And Maynard is sweet and kind and gentle, and he desperately needs someone to take care of him.
I'll buy that.
So please, sir, go right ahead and marry us. It's the best thing, alas, for everyone.
I'll try. If there be anyone present who knows any just cause why these persons may not be joined in marriage, let him speak now or forever hold his peace.
Yes, sir. Me, sir.
You, the bride?
Right. I've got to speak now or forever hold myself to be a cad and a bounder.
All right, Zelda, speak up. But please be quick about it. I'm not as young as I used to be, and what's going on here isn't helping.
Yes, sir. Maynard, dear, what Dobie says is true. I tricked you into proposing to me, and tricking you is so easy, it's unsporting and un-American. So if you want to change your mind and back out of this whole mess, I'll understand.
Well, Maynard?
Oh, no, you Justice of the Peace ship. I don't want to back out. Zeld, I ain't mad at you for snookering me into proposing to you.
I mean, people is snooker me 8-10 days a week. And besides, you're right. I need help, or I'll end up with holes in my sneakers and a head to match. I'm much obliged for your kindly offer, but I don't see no reason to back out.
No.
Thank you for your friendly 100% unwarranted support. Please resume, sir, from the top.
One does one's best. If there be anyone present who can show just cause why these two may not be joined in marriage, let him speak now or forever hold his peace.
Like me, sir, like me.
Figures. Okay, fire away, Maynard. The afternoon is shot anyhow.
Just watch. Friends, relatives, cousins, and guests, due to circumstances above and beyond the call of duty, I just decided I don't want to become matrimonial with Zelda. Small girl, it's not that I wouldn't be proud and honored to be your lawful wedded spouse.
That's spouse, but keep going. Best news I've heard all day.
It's better. You see, small girl, all the time you'd be wishing I was somebody else, namely Dobe. So, sayonara in our reservoir. I mean, if you want to leave me waiting at the altar, I'll take it like the brave little man, needless to say, I am.
Thank you, Maynard, dear, for your sweet, self-sacrificing offer. But no, I don't want to leave you at the altar. I want to marry you. I need a poor, helpless schnook to take care of. That's why I want a Dobie. And when it comes to poor, helpless schnooks, well, Maynard, you're the undisputed champion.
I gotta give you that.
So if you'll forgive all the interruptions, sir, I'd like to continue with the ceremony.
All right, I'll give it one more try. If there be any person here who knows any just cause why these two may not be joined in holy matrimony, let him speak now or forever hold his peace. No one wishes to stop the ceremony? You're all sure? Positive? Absolutely positive? Very well. Going, gone. I shall now proceed to stop it myself. This wedding is ridiculous, and I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot marriage license. I'm sorry, Zelda, and forgive me, Maynard, but I have never seen two people who had juster cause for not being joined together. So, let's forget the ceremony and get to the refreshments.
Hey, Dope, how about that? I just been wilted. Maynard, that's jilted, and it couldn't happen to a more deserving fellow.
True. Everybody says they hope I get exactly what I deserve.
Oh, my poor baby. What a tragedy.
Oh, please, Mother, trying to cheer me up isn't going to help. This is the saddest day of my life.
I gotta be brave and face this terrible disaster. I'm not losing a bride. I'm gaining a wedding cake.
Well, the love story of Zelda Gilroy and Maynard G. Krebs had the most wonderful of all possible endings. They lived happily ever after because they never got married. However, the entire experience convinced Maynard that maybe he never would be ready for marriage, and the thought gave him considerable concern.
Oh, for joy, for joy. I ain't never gonna get mixed up in that holy deadlock.
Maynard, that is wedlock, and come to think of it, stick with deadlock.
That's no way to talk. You'll discourage the boy from ever getting married.
Yeah, I feel it's my duty.
Pay no attention to him, dear. Marriage is the finest experience that can happen to a person.
Gee, I don't know, Mrs. G. If I got married, I'd be all hemmed and hawed in, and I couldn't do anything I'm accustomed to.
Nonsense. Marriage isn't a prison. Why, an understanding wife will be happy to let you do everything that you do now.
Like everything?
Like everything.
Hey, you mean I could play my bongos all day and all night and fill up the closets with my petrified frogs and stuffed owls and pollywogs and click tinfoil in the bathtub and ice skate in the kitchen and build snowmen and sandcastles in the living room?
On second thought, Maynard, there is much to be said for remaining single. The single person has more freedom, more independence, less financial responsibility, less nagging, less necessity to be proven always right, and may watch for romance coming around the corner, and this is very desirable. Yes, there is much to be said for remaining single.
#1 contender for the heavyweight championship of the world, undefeated, untied, and unscored upon, Rocky Ferroni. 225 pounds of muscle, brawn, and fighting fury. And this is Maynard G. Krebs, 105 pounds of, well, you name it. Now, my friend Maynard has never been known as a roughneck. He's mild and gentle and peace-loving and well, what he is yellow. So what was this canary doing in the same state, let alone the same ring with a vulture like Rocky Ferroni? The whole black and blue story began in Dr. Imogene Burkhart's biology class.
Class, I shall try once more, with, I confess, but dim hopes for success, to outline the purpose and development of these so-called energy pills. The United States Air Force has given our biology department the assignment of testing the effect of these capsules on mice.
Yoicks, a waste of us taxpayers' money.
Mr. Krebs.
Maybe one mouse had ever gone to the U.S. Air Force.
Mr. Krebs, if these pills work effectively on mice, then one day they will be fed to human beings for use in space travel.
Like fascinating.
Like, thank you. Each of these capsules contains the concentrated essence of the strongest, heartiest, most enduring living creature on the face of the earth. And the name of that creature is...
Mighty Mouse, my hero.
No, Mr. Krebs. Your admiration for Mighty Mouse is a matter of public record, but in this case I am referring to the Galapagos Island turtle, of course.
Of course.
Nature has endowed these turtles with astounding strength and endurance. They live to be hundreds of years old. Now, do you realize what's in these capsules?
Instant turtle.
Instant strength and power. Maybe. That is what our experiment with the mice will attempt to prove. Mr. Krebs, would you please bring that cage of mice here to my desk, please? Class, gather round. We shall feed the mice a pill a day for 80 days, and at the end of that time, we shall compare their strength with their present strength. Mr. Krebs, will you please feed a pill to Mouse A? Now, I shall place this cat near Mouse A, and we will wait for the results. Class, observe. How do you explain it?
Scaredy cat.
No, Mr. Krebs. It's simply that the pill has made the mouse as strong and as fierce as 1,000 cats. Cats and mice willing, we will resume our experiment tomorrow. Class, with the exception of Mr. Krebs, dismissed. Mr. Krebs, I am due at a meeting to have a very simple little job for you to do. I want you to feed a pill, one pill, to each of the other mice in the cage.
One pill? That means counting. That ain't simple.
Well, I'm very tricky. You've got to watch me every minute.
All right, come on, Mousy. Pill time. Let's go. Come on. Let's eat up. Everybody needs a nice cold meal to start off the day. Come on, Mousy. Here. Come on, little itty-bitty buddy. Come on, eat. Oh, they're delicious. Here, watch Daddy. Oh, they're yummy, yummy, yummy. Here, watch.
Hi, Maynard. Did you have to stay after class again? I know what a foolish question. What did you do wrong this time? Maynard. Maynard, what's got into you? Maynard. Maynard, put that down. You know Dr. Burkhart doesn't like people picking up... Picking up her desk? Maynard, you're the strongest person I've ever seen. You're another Superman.
Or possibly Mighty Mouse. He's my ideal, you know.
When I finally got Maynard to put down that desk and found out that he had swallowed a whole mess of those energy pills, I was scared. I can tell you that. I was afraid terrible things might be happening to him. So I went for advice to a man noted throughout the neighborhood for his sympathy, understanding, and kind, tender compassion.
We'll squeeze $1 million, nickel by nickel, right out of his hide.
Make money off him? But how, Dad? How?
Never mind, son. I'll think of something. You know, when it comes to money, I'm really, what's the word I'm trying to say?
Yeah, greedy?
Greedy, that's the word. Maynard, stop fiddling with that thing. You're making me nervous.
Oh, excuse me, Mrs. G. I was just unlumbering.
That's unlumbering, and cut it out. I'm trying to think. Oh, what a property. We gotta figure out some way to really cash in on it.
Is there any money in weightlifting?
Chicken feed.
Furniture moving?
Hiker stuff.
Renting him out as a bulldozer?
Oh, no, I ain't spend the rest of my life dozing bulls.
Oh, he's right, Dad.
Son, you had better take your head out and get it reblocked. You're talking like a bush leaguer, and we're in the big time now.
But how can...
Quiet! Here I am working on the biggest deal of all time, and any minute it's gonna hit me. Hit me? Hit me. That's it.
Come on, Maynard, hit me.
I don't want to hit you, Dobe. I'm scared.
Scared of what?
I'm scared to hit me back.
Look, Maynard, I brought you out here to Brannigan's training camp for one reason. You are going to be the biggest champ of all time.
Sounds easy.
Now all you got to do is learn to fight.
Sounds hard.
There's nothing to it. Go ahead, hit Dobie on the chin.
Come on, Maynard, belt me.
No, it's impossible. I can't hit anybody else. I'm mad at him, and Dobe's quite lovable.
Okay, Maynard. Well, I hate to do it this way, but I guess it's the only chance. Son, what do you think of Mighty Mouse?
Who? You know, Mighty Mouse.
Never heard of the bum.
No offense, good buddy.
With my own body, I, Dobie Gillis... With my own body, I, Dobie Gillis, have proved that Maynard G. Krebs can throw a punch. Boy, can he throw a punch. I'm a mass of broken bones and bruises, from here to here, and especially where I landed... Here. Yes, Maynard had a punch, all right. But before he could start raking in the cash, he needed conditioning and experience. So he went back to Brannigan's training camp with his new manager.
All right, champ, let's get on with the workout. You got a lot to learn.
Right, your managership. The first thing I learn about fights is how to fix them.
Maynard, you are talking about years ago. They don't fix fights no more.
Then how do you fix them when one gets broke?
Tougher than I thought. Let's start from the start, huh? Now then. What's that?
B flat.
I heard it. When do we start? When? Hey, how did you look before you fought Sonny Liston?
Oh, no, sir. I've been like this from birth and from the day I was born.
My sympathy to your parents.
Hey, watch it there, how you're talking to my boy. He could take you inside a couple rounds.
Take him where, Mr. G?
I'll explain later after you're champ. Come on, let's get into some fighting clothes.
I got him on underneath.
Well, take off the sweatshirt.
In front of all these people?
You heard him, punk. Off with the sweatshirt. I can't wait to belt you into the next county. Well. Look at them rippling muscles.
Where?
Just for that, I'm going to let you go a couple of rounds with my boy.
My pleasure. And who's going to pay his hospital expenses?
Oh, there's not too many people that worry about that, sir. You're all hard, except for the party that's cauliflower ear.
Let me at him.
Okay, Maynard. Come on, get up there in the ring. Maynard, please, in the ring. There. Now, put up your dukes. Now you're wide open. Get into a crouch. Not that kind, Maynard, like this. That's better. Now start fighting. Hit him.
Oh, no, Mr. G. I ain't no ruffian.
Go on, Muscle. Hit me.
Oh, no, I'm sweet and gentle.
Well, I guess there's only one way to do it. Grogan, what do you think of Mighty Mouse?
Who? You know, Mighty Mouse.
Never heard of the bum.
No offense, but you should have said that about Mighty Mouse.
The boxing career of Maynard G. Krebs was underway. The big slob he hit turned cold, and Maynard turned pro. But like any other hungry young fighter, he had to get himself a reputation. So Maynard, his manager, Herbert T. Gillis, and a bottle of one-a-day Turtle Miracle pills started on a history-making journey across the country. Almost overnight, he became the nation's #1 sports hero. Every school child could recite his physical dimensions. Waist 28, hips 28, chest 28. Hollywood was preparing a new screen epic, the Maynard G. Krebs story, to star either Cary Grant, Sir Laurence Olivier, or Maynard's personal choice for the part, Betty Davis. Meanwhile, back at the campus, Dr. Burkhart continued checking the effects of the turtle pills.
That's right, General. The mice have been given a pill a day for 50 days now. Oh, yes, they're in magnificent condition. Yes, sir, I know the Pentagon is anxious, but who can foresee what might happen if the pills fell into the wrong hands?
Here you are, killer. Your pepper-uppers for the biggest fight of your career. You get past this guy, and your next opponent is #1, Rocky Ferroni.
Me, he don't scare.
He's sitting right over there.
Me, he's scared.
Oh, you got nothing to worry about, boy. You are a savage beast. Now get in there and murder this bum. Not now. No!
Rocky, baby, are you for sure gonna fight that spooky-looking Krebs if you should win?
Oh, I got it, baby. I'm a very ethical fighter. Also, I will make a fortune.
But it won't be fair. You could knock him clear out of the stadium just by looking at him.
Yeah, I know. I'm strong like 5, 6 bulls.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out. Maynard G. Krebs, who meets the #1 contender, Rocky Ferroni, in this ring 1 month from tonight.
Rocky, baby, you'll murder him.
I will. Won't I?
A skinny, dried-up, helpless beanpole like Maynard fight a big, bruising, muscle-bound ox like Rocky Ferroni? Ridiculous. The Boxing Commission and the public and the newspapers and the SPCA aren't going to stand for it. They wouldn't. They couldn't. They did.
Rocky, baby, you gotta relax. I just nicked a pinky.
Oh, hide it. You know I can't stand the sight of blood. How can I relax? Every minute, sleeping or awake, I keep seeing the face of that creepy Krebs. It's horrible.
Yeah, he is pretty strange looking.
No, I mean, it's horrible what can happen in that ring tomorrow night. It's not that I'm exactly jumpy or nervous or fidgety. What I am is scared stiff.
Oh, Rocky, baby, you got nothing to worry about. You're a cinch. You're #1.
But for how long? Everybody's betting on Krebs, including my mother.
You know, there is something spooky about him. I mean, nobody who fights like him could look like him. You gotta have a gimmick.
Yeah, that's it, a gimmick. But what?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
How, Lola baby?
His room is on the 14th floor of this hotel. I'm gonna go up and see him sometime. Like now. Hello there, tall, dark, and whatever else it is that you are.
Like, thank you, and call again.
I mean, you handsome.
Oh, surely you jest, ma'am.
The name is Lola Laverne, but you can call me Cuddles.
Well, my name is Maynard G. Krebs, and you can call him Mr. Krebs. Hey, ain't you Rocky Ferroni's potato?
That's a tomato, and let's just say that I was. Mind if I come in?
There ain't nobody here but me.
It's exactly what I had in mind. We're all alone, huh?
Oh, except for Cynthia. He's my petrified frog. You want to see him?
No, sweetie. Later. Why don't you and me just play.
Now, if you were a healthy, red-blooded young American boy and a fine-looking, friendly blonde like Lola Laverne dropped in, what would you do? Yep, me too. But when Lola said to my friend Maynard G. Krebs, why don't you and me just play? That's just what they did.
Maynard, baby, we've been playing this dopey game for hours. Isn't there something else we can do?
Want to see me wiggle my ears?
No, later. Why don't we just talk?
Oh, I'm better at wiggling my ears.
Tell me about yourself, big boy.
Aha!
Aha, what?
Tell me about yourself, big boy. Them are the words that Sultry Cyrene uses in the Late Late Show when she's trying to worm secret information out of the fine, upstanding, red-blooded American hero. A chap rather like myself.
Fascinating. Does it work?
Does it work? In 1 week alone, Jean Harlow wormed 37 secrets out of Humphrey Bogart. Yeah, but it ain't gonna work on me on account of I'm hip. I watch television.
Well, I don't know nothing about such things. I have led a very sheltered life. My daddy was a missionary.
Oh. Well, I'm expert. So listen real good. The next step by the Sultry Cyrene is when she starts asking questions about the hero's deep, dark secret.
Like what?
Well, like if, I was the cat, she was Sultry Cyrene, and she'd say, how come a skinny schnook like you can fight so good?
No.
Yeah. And then the poor, weak schnook looks into her big eyes like this and says, I ain't allowed to tell, but I'm strong on account of the special pills I've been taking.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and then she sniggles closer and says, what are them special pills made of?
And he tells her?
Sure, if she sniggles close enough, he says, they're made out of old turtles, and if I keep taking 1 pill a day, I'll be strong as an ox.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then she goes with the jackpot question. She sits in his lap and whispers in his ear.
Like this?
Sort of. And then she says, lover baby, where do you hide them magic turtle pills?
Lover, baby, where do you hide them magic turtle pills?
Oh, in my manager's bag, a whole snoot full of them. And you didn't believe it would work. Oh, you sweet, innocent child of nature. How little you know of the real world of the Late Late Show.
Dumpling, I was a fool to doubt you. You are 1 in a million.
Yes, I am quite astounding. But wait, there's more. This lame-brained schnook still doesn't know he's been taken, so she says, darling, can I have a drink? Something tall and cool. She ain't thirsty. She just wants to get him out of the room.
I'll try it. Darling, can I have a drink, something tall and cool? I'm not thirsty. I just want to get you out of the room.
Right, one of each coming up.
Boy, he's something else altogether.
Take him in 2 innings.
That's rounds, Maynard. Open your mouth. It's pill time. They ain't here.
Mr. G, you shouldn't say ain't. They ain't?
The bottle of pills is gone, and without them, we're gone.
Who needs them pills? I'm Killer Krebs. I knocked out 11 straight fighters. Or was it 24? I don't count too good. My muscles are strong, but my head is weak. Oh, boy, let me at him. I'll tear him apart.
Maynard, come back here. Now listen. What's the matter, Tiger?
Oh, my gloves, they're very heavy. All of a sudden, I don't feel like an energetic turtle no more. I feel like the old Maynard G. Krebs again.
Oh, I gotta find them pills. Maynard.
Hey, Ferroni's got them turtle pills, too. What an age we live in.
Yeah, I gotta go phone Dobie. Tell him to get a hold of that Dr. Burkhardt so she can tell us what we gotta do.
Well, maybe you don't have to go phone Dobe. Look, he sent you this here telegram.
Well, why in the blazes didn't you give it to me before?
You know us fighters, we get kind of paunchy.
That's punchy, and you didn't have to start fighting to get that way. Do not feed Maynard any more pills. They are extremely dangerous on 80th day after manufacture. They backfire and do terrible things to whoever takes them, and this is the 80th day.
80 days, it's almost a month.
All the mice that have been fed the pills have just collapsed. The same will happen to any human being who
How about
takes
me?
them, even Maynard.
Oh, good old Dobie remembered.
Oh, repeat, anyone taking the pills now will collapse. Beware. Maynard, we're in.
What we are is dead, especially me.
Listen, those pills that Ferroni are taking are going to knock them colder than a mackerel, so if we can just stay alive for a couple of minutes, we got it made.
Right, Chief. Stay alive?
you think?
Come on, get it.
Come on now. Maynard, will you please? Oh, for goodness sake. Come on now, Maynard. Get in. There. Oh, Maynard, he hit me. Get some.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, you did it, Maynard, baby. You did it. Any minute, those pills are going to take effect, and he'll be weak as a baby. From here on in, he's your pigeon.
Well, if he's a pigeon, I'm chicken.
Come on, get him on that stool.
Oh, yeah, sure. Come on, baby. Yeah.
Be seeing you around.
Oh, Maynard. Look, he's going to collapse like a busted balloon. Now get in there and get him, champ.
Right, Chief.
Like, ow. Save that for his chin. Get up, Ferroni's practically dead.
Yeah, you know it and I know, but does he know it?
Maynard, any second those pills are going to hit him and he'll be too weak to even stand up.
Don't bother waking me when he gets to 8 or 10. I forget which.
Maynard, you are sleeping away $1 million, you lazy bum. Now, Maynard... The pills are beginning to get to him. Maynard, did you know that he hates Mighty Mouse? Oh, not him!
Get the 10 for you first.
Wait, he's counting. Maybe you don't have to get up.
7, 8, 9, 10, out.
Well, back to the old grocery counter.
Good morning. Well, how are you today, sir?
Does this answer your question?
Oh, patient discharged, fully recovered. Ta-ta, Mr. Gillis.
As you can see, I suffered no harmful effects from my little encounter with Maynard's iron fists. As for Maynard himself, well, he never did get to be the champ. But his reputation had become so great that he was almost a legend. Never had one fighter gone so far and so long with so little. So they figured he must be plenty smart, and there was an important place for him in the fight game.
I'll get him next time. Just wait, Chief. Follow all of the instructions, just like you said.
Rocky. You gotta put more oomph into it. You're fighting like a tanker. Now get out there and murder the bum. And I don't want no alibis like blood or broken bones. Now, where was my sultry siren?
believe it, my darling. A few short hours ago, I was bored and unhappy, and life had no meaning. And then suddenly, as if by magic, you appeared. And I was alive again. And now this, an exotic hotel suite in the most exciting city in the world. A magnificent supper. Drinks iced to perfection. And the enchanting prospect of an unforgettable evening with one of the most fascinating minds of our times. Tell me, my sweet, what more could anyone want?
Well, I don't know about you, but I want some more root beer.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Yes, sir. What goes on here, you ask? You'll never believe it, I answer. I mean, this is my friend Maynard G. Krebs, about whose face his own mother has been heard to comment. No comment. And he is romancing a lady about whom many men have been heard to comment. Well, it all started in a deceptively simple way. One day, my father decided to take me and Mom on a sightseeing trip to Washington, D.C. We didn't even think about taking Maynard along until he came up with a rather provocative statement.
If you don't take me along, I'll kill myself.
So there we were in Washington, and Maynard was still alive, and Dad was trying desperately to do something about it. Come on, let's get our key and go up to the room. Mom and Dad are going to meet us there after they finish their sightseeing tour.
Glorioski, what could there be sightseeing out here in Washington? Seems to be like a place where nothing spine-tingling ever happens.
The spooky-looking one with a foolish expression on the beard. You will attract him with your feminine wiles and lure him to his doom.
Bruno, you are sure that is Dr. Henry Fahrenheit, the famous rocket scientist that we seek?
Of course.
He looks so, shall we say, unintelligent.
Shall we say stupid?
We shall say stupid.
What they call an eccentric genius.
Well, they have to call him something.
Yes, in that childish head there is a brain that has developed a superb new rocket fuel. We shall squeeze that secret out of him.
Bruno, you are a fiend.
Thank you. When I think of the money and the great glory that will be ours when we present the secret to our leaders. Well, according to the notes, Dr. Fahrenheit was due here at the hotel from the National Rocket Conference at 5 o'clock.
He could be the man.
He is bearded, shabby, unkempt.
He could be the man.
He is usually accompanied by an assistant who looks like a dish of warmed-over yogurt.
He is the man.
Good, Dr. Fahrenheit. You are irresistible to men of all ages, sizes, and shapes. You ought to fit in there someplace.
Never fear, Bruno. I shall dump the assistant and deliver to you the scientist's body and soul. The brain may be more of a problem.
Hey, Dobe, did you ever figure out one of the great minds of the North American continent?
To put it as delicately as possible, Maynard, no.
Well, I couldn't be too dumb because I know exactly what you're going to do in exactly 5 seconds.
Maynard, that's ridiculous.
You're going to light up like a lamp and say, well, 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 how do you do, my dear?
Maynard, that's the silliest thing I have. Well, 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 how do you do, my dear?
I rest my case.
Oh, forgive me. Oh, you will forgive me, won't you, you dear, sweet, fascinating man.
Was you addressing I, sir?
Sir.
Well, you're forgave on account of you can't help it if you're clumsy, you clumsy ox.
Maynard.
No offense, clumsy ox.
Allow me, lovely lady.
Hands off, Mesher. I will call a cop. If I damaged your beautiful suit, I insist you allow me to pay for it. I am Veronica Vanderheide.
Charmé, mademoiselle. I am Dobie Gillis, unattached Washington bachelor and man about town.
Hello. And you devastating creature, you don't have to tell me who you are.
Good, because I wasn't going to tell you anyhow.
The famous Dr. Henry Fahrenheit is known by everybody in Washington. But everybody.
Not this everybody.
Dr. Fahrenheit? The Dr. Fahrenheit from the rockets and space capsules?
But of course, how thrilling it is to meet you, Doctor. I am absolutely overwhelmed.
Well, you better get over being whelmed because you're barking up the wrong tree.
You don't understand the doctor's reluctance to admit his true identity. It's because of this hush-hush secret government project he's working on.
goodness.
Yeah, goodness.
Tut, my dear. One cannot expect a lovely creature like yourself to know such intellectual matters. However, I am his trusted assistant, and the entire fascinating subject can be explained at, shall we say, dinner?
Wonderful. I can hardly wait until dinner.
Good.
Just you and I alone.
Bad. My dear Miss Vanderhyde, Dr. Fahrenheit's not allowed to go anywhere without me, his trusted assistant, for protection against unscrupulous spies, you see.
I see.
Good. Then perhaps you and I could...
I shall have dinner with the two of you. Good.
Fair, but I accept.
Very well. I shall meet you here in the lobby at 6. Doctor, what is the number of your room in case I want to call you?
I don't remember. I got a bad head for numbers.
Yeah, room 720. The doctor's a terrible kidder. You know how these geniuses are.
No, how are they?
Yeah, come, doctor. We must hurry and prepare your lecture on Einstein's theory of relativity.
Relativity who?
Yeah, until 6 then, my charming mademoiselle. And the minutes will seem like hours.
The nut with the beard. Did you get a good look at him?
Got him.
Did you get a good look at the other one?
Got him.
You know what to do?
Get him.
You got him, Dobe. Rocks in your head, that's what you got.
Sure, I told that gorgeous creature a few small lies, but I simply had to meet her, and lying was the only way.
Okay, Dobe.
Just leave it to my charm and personality.
We're in big trouble, Dobe.
Now cut that out. Besides, you're not involved in this at all. I'm responsible. I started the whole thing. I followed it up. I'm absolutely the only person responsible.
Which one of you picked up that girl in the lobby?
He's responsible.
Me? Oh, come now.
Please, sir, don't be too hard on him. He didn't know she was your girlfriend, and besides, he can't help it if he's fascinating to women.
Me? Oh, come now.
At ease, both of you. She's not my girlfriend.
I'm glad.
He's a dangerous enemy spy who would kill a man as soon as look at him.
Shoo, I'm leaving.
Not so fast. I'm with the United States government.
Oh, help, Dobe. I'm going to be drafted again.
The government isn't that desperate. A.F. Bottomley, Special Undercover Agent.
Maynard G. Krebs, Captain Kangaroo Fan Club.
Veronica Vanderhyde mistook you for Dr. Fahrenheit, the finest scientific mind of the 20th century.
A natural mistook.
You keep that date you made with her for tonight, and you may lead us to the rest of that dangerous international spy ring.
Like, bye.
Krebs, it's your duty as a citizen. I'm sure you'll change your mind.
Want to bet?
Maynard, I'm ashamed.
You're ashamed I'm yellow.
Then you won't do it.
Good thinking. I won't do it.
Let me put it this way. You'll get 20 years for impersonating a government official if you don't do it.
Let me put it this way. I'll do it.
You bet he will do it. He will either tell us the formula for the super rocket fuel or...
Poor Dr. Fahrenheit. He has such an innocent face. Ridiculous, but innocent.
Never mind the sympathy. To be a perfect spy, you must be like me. Hard as rock, strong as steel, tough as nails. Mother McGinty's homemade pies. Mother McGinty speaking. A perfect France. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, Chief. We're leaving for the hotel right now. Veronica. Yes, she's the well-built one. Has a date for dinner tonight with Dr. Fahrenheit. His assistant insisted on coming along, but we can get rid of him the moment they enter the taxicab. All right, Chief. We'll meet you in the hotel lobby in 30 minutes. All right, Chief. That was the Chief.
I'm already wearing my working clothes.
Good.
The chief can squeeze information out of a stone. I almost feel sorry for poor Dr. Fahrenheit.
Yes. I would say that the good doctor's days are numbered.
Numbers? Oh, I know all about numbers, except them that come after 3.
It's her. She's in the lobby. It's too late.
Not for me, it ain't.
Answer the phone, Krebs, and invite her up here for dinner.
Do I have to?
20 years in jail? I have to.
Like, hi, this is Dr. Fahrenheit. Thank you, and I didn't even sneeze.
No. Tell her you're Dr. Fahrenheit, dummy.
You're Dr. Fahrenheit, dummy.
Dr. Fahrenheit, darling, you sound so strange. Is something wrong? Oh, good. Nothing is wrong. You'll be fine as soon as those men stop kicking you. Men? What men? Something is rotten in Denmark.
Don't have a lot of town cases. Just get him down here.
Doctor, I am waiting for you. Are you ready for dinner? What? Come up to your room for dinner? He may not be as backward as he looks.
Yeah, I already ordered a big fat dinner. Oh, yeah. 2 big fat dinners, and we probably can dig up something for you to eat, too.
Get up to his room before he gets suspicious. Once there, you can slip this powder into his drink. Then we can drag him off to our headquarters like a sack of flour.
Good. I am coming right up, Dr. Honey. And I can't wait to see you. You are such an exciting man.
Me? Oh, come now. Bye.
Attaboy, Maynard, you did it. You really did it.
Naturally, for I'm Maynard G. Krebs.
But it was the messiest, most botched up job I've ever seen.
Naturally, for I'm Maynard G.
Yeah, I think it's Krebs.
Yeah, Krebs.
Krebs, yeah.
Krebs, if she suggests you drink a toast, beware. She may slip something into your drink that'll knock you out.
Now, Maynard, just relax and look on this as an evening in which you are entertaining a charming, beautiful, entrancing young creature.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Like, welcome, charming, beautiful, entrancing young creature. Well, don't just stand there. Kiss me.
Hello, Dobie.
Hi, Mom, Dad. We were expecting someone else.
Doggone it, and I thought you decided that I may be pretty cute.
I may be pretty sick.
Yeah, Mom, Dad, you've got to get out of here quick.
Dobie, you're acting very strangely.
Yeah, very strangely.
Maynard, you're supposed to be on my side. Look, I can't explain now, but please leave us alone here before... All right, what would you say if I told you that a girl's coming up here for an intimate candlelight dinner with Maynard?
Oh, come now. The very thought of some girl going for Maynard is absolutely ridiculous.
I'll buy that.
Now, Herbert, don't jump to conclusions. Stranger things have happened. I can't imagine what, but anything's possible.
Certainly, what kind of a kooky girl would be coming up here to visit Maynard?
Hello, darling. Oh, I could hardly count the minutes.
Yeah. Any more questions?
The baboon.
See, Dad? See, Mom? Bye, Dad. Bye, Mom. Bye. Bye. Bye.
I have something for you, my fascinating one.
Anything for the Zionist loyal assistant?
Yes, this.
Room service is sending the dinners up. They should be here any minute.
How romantic.
Well, don't try filching none of mine, Waldo, because I got a very suspicious stomach.
Come, my fascinating one. Sit here beside me.
Mm-hmm.
All my life I have wanted to meet a man like you.
Yes, I am quite manly.
A man with a brain like yours.
Yes, my brain is quite manly, too.
Doctor, don't tell me you are afraid of women.
Okay, I won't tell you, but I am. You want to know something?
What, my sweet?
With a little bit of help, I think I could learn not to be afraid of women.
Must we stay here? My angel, let us go to an intimate little cafe where we can be alone.
Well, it's okay with me, but them other fellas...
I'm sorry, but Dr. Fahrenheit can't leave. He's expecting a very important phone call from the president.
The president? Glorioski, I wonder how Mr. Hubernor was in town. What an age we live in. Room service?
Just put it...
Where, sir? Just name it and you've got it. I see your hotel employees is always eager to employ pleasingly.
Yeah, anywhere. Just...
Thank you, sir.
Put it in. Yeah. Mom, what's going on?
We're going to keep an eye on Maynard.
But, Mom...
Oh, we're not going to interfere with his romance or whatever it is. But I don't trust that gorgeous hunk of woman.
Why not? You don't even know her.
As you grow older, dear, you will learn that the average female automatically doesn't trust any gorgeous hunk of woman. There! Let's not be sitting quite so close together now. Break it up now. Rule of the hotel.
Here you are, Mademoiselle and Monsieur.
Oh, thank you, my good man. Hey, don't I know you from someplace?
No. You never saw this waiter before in your life. Here, eat, drink, and be merry.
I thought you'd never ask.
Thank you, waiter and waitress. You've been most helpful, and you may leave whenever you're ready, like immediately.
Oh, thank you, sir, but I am a perfectionist, and I'm going to stay to make sure everything's okay.
Dobe, you sure I don't know that waiter from someplace?
That idiot will ruin everything.
Which idiot? In that room, you've got a choice.
Would you like a cigarette, please?
Oh, it ain't necessary. I don't smoke.
No, Lamb, it is for me.
Oh, sure.
Now, where were we, my love?
Oh, I just lit your cigarette. I mean, your match. I mean, like help. Like help! Like help!
Oh, you clumsy fool! I demand you call the manager and have these nincompoops discharged at once.
You nincompoops are gonna be Hey, don't I know you too?
Yeah, I know the both of you. You're... Yeah, of course not, Maynard. Come, my loyal workers, let us go into the next room where we will discuss the large tip you're going to get.
Now, just a couple of minutes.
Mom, Dad, you don't know what you're doing. And in this room, I don't know what I'm doing.
Dobie, dear, do you realize what terrible trouble Maynard is getting himself into?
I know, but you don't.
Well, I know one thing. Any time a doll like that goes for a schnook like Maynard, she has to be after his money. Maynard's money?
It's blackmail. She'll lure him into blackmail.
No, you've got this all wrong.
Oh, please, dear, I know all about these things. I watch the reruns of Racket Squad every morning.
Right. She's just softening them up so her no good pals can show up with the cameras and the microphones and the tape recorders. And then the boss of the no good pals can show up himself in person.
Blackmailer! Oh! Get out from under there, you! Get out from under there! Get out from under there!
You dirty rats preying on an innocent boy.
No, Dad, they're government agents.
No government agents, my foot. They're a couple of dirty crooks.
Your son is right, Mr. Gillis. Pipe down and listen.
I ain't piping down for nobody.
Turn up the volume on the tape recorder and listen.
They are all gone, my tiger. Come, let me take you away from here to the little cafe I was telling you about.
Tell me again about the food. Do they make a good chocolate sundae?
She's trying to sneak him out of here. We've got to follow them.
Oh, no, you don't.
Not so fast, you scamp!
You darn tootin', we're holding you here till we get the house detective.
Out of the way, Gillis. This is a federal offense.
I know it's a federal offense, and I'm going to see that the FBI clobbers you skunks good.
Dad, Mom.
We shall catch a cab downstairs. Be there in a few minutes. You will love it.
But, Dobe, that's Mr. Gillis. My trusted assistant said I shouldn't leave, and he's very smart.
Says who?
Says him. Everybody else says he's stupid.
Then come on.
No, I can't. He's stupid, but I promised him I wouldn't leave him. My head's made up.
Very well, then. We shall stay.
Like good.
And we shall drink a toast.
Oh, yeah? You wouldn't try to slip something in my drink to knock me out, would you?
Oh, Doctor, you are so amusing.
Oh, yeah. Well, don't try to amuse me with some knockout powder, because I'm watching you like a hawk.
Of course you are, my darling.
You know, I'm a pretty smart cookie. I'm pretty shrewd in the head, so don't try nothing.
I wouldn't think of it, my pitch.
That's better. Be smart.
Look, Dr. Fahrenheit. Is that not the first robin of spring?
Where?
I was mistaken.
Or was it a fiendish trick? Because if it was, it failed miserably. Because Maynard G. Krebs ain't no man's fool, or woman's either.
Let us drink a toast to that, my fascinating scientist.
Yeah, leave us. Oh, hark! Isn't it the second robin of spring?
Oh, Doctor, I'm afraid you are mistaken.
Yeah, I goofed. No offense. Let us drink a toast to you, my handsome Cyrene.
Hark!
Huh?
Perhaps it was the second robin of spring.
Where?
Oh, it has flown away.
Hey, we better watch out, or we're gonna be up to our elbows in robins. Uh-oh, there's another one.
Behold! They're everywhere!
Want to give up and admit I'm more clever than you are?
Of course, my brilliant one. You are astounding.
True.
What are you waiting for, Dr. Snookums? Let us toast.
Fooled you, didn't I? Didn't I? You have to get up every morning early in the a.m. to outshoot Dr. Maynard G. Gesundheit.
There he is, Chief.
So this is the famous Dr. Fahrenheit. To look at him, you'll think he's nothing but a backward, lame-brained, arrow-bellied nitwit.
I'm warning you, you're obstructing justice.
You make a bum move and I'll obstruct you. Dobie, haven't you got that house detective yet?
Not yet, Dad. Dad, here's a hotel bill. I think they're trying to overcharge us.
What? Overcharge me? Let's see.
Herbert! Maynard's blackmailers, they're getting away!
Oh, You'll forget, Maynard. The hotel's trying to blackmail me. Look at this. $27.80 for a petrified Chesapeake oyster.
Would you prefer to return to the fatherland, perish for a bit, without Dr. Fahrenheit's formula? I take a chance of getting caught here and spend the next 5 years in a nice federal penitentiary with steam heat and widescreen movies.
We'll not let him get away, Chief.
All right! Hands up! Nobody needs to love you, I shoot! Out the doors! All right, Dr. Fahrenheit. We know you are hiding here someplace. Come out!
All right, then we find you.
Dr. Fahrenheit, I'm warning you. Ah! Dr. Fahrenheit's assistant. Don't move, any of you.
Put the gun down. We're government agents.
Dr. Fahrenheit, wherever you are hiding, come out. By the time I count to 10, or I shoot your assistant.
Don't let him scare you, Gillis.
Don't worry. Maynard, come out before he shoots me.
Jealousy can intimidate you.
Want to bet?
1, 2.
Sir.
Quiet! If your friend really cares for you, he come out by the time I count to 10. 3.
Yeah, he cares for me, all right, but he gets mixed up past 3.
4. 5. 6. 7. 8.
So you didn't get Maynard after all?
Maynard? You mean that comical-looking oaf was not Dr. Fahrenheit?
Of course not. He's my friend, Maynard G. Krebs.
The wrong man. You were trying to catch the wrong man. You are lame-brained, backward, mutton-headed creep!
You rang? Well, Maynard, you did it.
Yeah, they said I couldn't. Goodbye, you dirty old spies.
Yeah.
You gotta get up pretty early in the morning to fool Maynard
Well, we all set. We got all our mementos of Washington collected.
Yes, I have this wonderful book of the Lincoln Memorial and all these maps of Mount Vernon.
And I got some beautiful mementos.
Maynard, that's mementos, and what have you got in there?
I got them from that spy cat, Bruno. He was really Mother McGinney from Mother McGinney's homemade pies. 2 apple pies.